Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
We're in. We're live, Radi.
Fantastic. Hey, everybody, welcome to the UGASports Watch Along Show. My name is Radi Nabulsi. I'm joined by Dayne Young and Jim Donnan, the former Georgia Bulldogs head coach. We're watching Kansas State lining up to kick a field goal against Texas. We're trying to keep up with the Ole Miss game. There's a lot going on right now. Georgia's supposed to kick off here in apparently about 9 minutes. So you're welcome to join us as we flip back and forth just like everybody else in college football is doing. There's a lot of great games going on.
My head's spinning.
I think we're in for a one of these crazy games tonight, Coach. This is going to be a zoo between Georgia and Missouri.
Trick or treat, man. This is like Kansas State was kicking an extra point to go ahead, and the holder wasn't ready and hit him in the hands, and then they had a field goal from the same position and missed it. Now they're kicking one to tie it up. And, Ole Miss trying to hang on against A&M. But, everybody knows how good Georgia is, but we're going against a team that's very similar to Ohio State with the passing game. Maybe not quite as good a running game or as good a quarterback, but the guy's a good runner. So we're going to have our hands full today. I'm always confident, but right now I'm very respectful of the fact that this is a good team, that we're going to have to play our A game. And, from our standpoint, we've been building momentum, playing good every week, but having very few mistakes. And sometimes those things catch up with you and you start doing some of those things.
Hopefully not today. I'm going to be glass half full, but
I'll be glass half empty because I'm scared to death.
I'm telling you, I am too. I haven't been all year, but I just feel like that. Everybody's saying Georgia's going to be ready because of last year and all that. Hey, we'll be ready.
I could be wrong.
We'll be ready, but it's going to be an awesome task for this Missouri team to come in and beat a team that I read a stat today that 3 years ago Kirby was 44 and 14, and now he's 85-15. So one game and 42 wins later. Pretty good job. Unreal.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah. Well, let's see what's happening on that Ole Miss game while we're looking at this. And that's our opponent next week. They had a receiver today catch 15 passes. This guy's on fire. Just incredible, but not much defense on the. For them to move the ball and score on that really good A&M defense, kind of scary. But it's going down to the wire here in this one too. So I guess we're a little bit late starting because Ohio State and Rutgers are on CBS. They're putting a lot of pressure on CBS to handle that Big Ten because they're going to have them next year.
Yeah, for folks that are wondering where the game is right now, it hasn't started yet. We were told that it's going to be a 3:40 kick to begin with, and we're used to 3:30, but of course in television time that means 3:40 because they got to get in their commercials and their introductions and all that good stuff. But now we're told it's going to be 3:45 before Georgia kicks off. So again, we got about 6 minutes. So we're glad you joined us. Okay, well, there we go. Now maybe they can move it up a little bit. But again, they have to give you a set time. So maybe we can get kickoff. And we'll have it here. This is your second screen experience. Basically, what you do is you're watching us on your laptop, your tablet, your phone. And then you have the game on CBS on the big screen in your house. Mute that. Line up with us, turn up your audio for us, and we will have the game clock down in the bottom window of your screen here. So you'll actually be able to see what we have going on. So looks like Ole Miss just wrapped up the game there and with a interception. So it looks like Texas A&M will fall 35-38 to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is who Georgia has next week. So
probably going to be game day, everything. Georgia takes care of business. Be another CBS game.
Yeah, and you're looking at Ole Miss coming in with only one loss. It'll be the next second week did you face a team with only one loss. So, but Georgia's got to get there, and it's not a slam dunk. You've seen Georgia they played really well against Florida last week, but Georgia sometimes follows that up with a game that's not as great. So you can see why there's a little bit of nerves. The stadium is absolutely full. The place is packed. You got a good crowd out there. It's a beautiful day in Athens. The weather's perfect. Absolute postcard style scene in Athens right now. Everyone's very excited about it. I'm just hoping. I would love to see a blowout, but I just think that Missouri's too good. They're too well coached. They got too good. It used to be you would respect their offensive and defensive lines. They had some good guys in the center, but they didn't have the skill players. Now they have skill players, and they may not be as good in the trenches as they were in the past. They always seem to have a defensive end that was going to go in the first round.
Yeah, they got 5 draftable guys on defense, and they got really good corners.
They do have good corners.
I talked to Dominic Lovett, who the transfer from old Mizzou Tigers, and he was kind of going over their defensive lineup with me and comparing them to some of our players and their team. And he said their corners are very comparable to ours. He said maybe not as good at safeties. So hopefully Missouri will kind of pee down their leg today and not play good in Sanford Stadium like we've seen.
Other teams
in that winning streak that we've had, only 2 teams have gotten within 10 points of us. A&M during that COVID game, and then certainly not that. I mean Mississippi State, but I just think we've got so much potential, and our kids are playing with so much confidence. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm just making sure that everybody understands this is not a walk in the park here. This is going to be a challenging game against a top 20 team. Although this team has some problems. They almost lost to Memphis. They almost lost to Middle Tennessee. And they won on the last play of the game on a 61-yard field goal when the coach made a delay a game on the play before that, and the guy saved him. And they got a really good kicker, but, he's had some great kicks. But last year against Auburn, he missed that one from the 10-yard line, which would have won the game for him. So I'm talking back and forth because I'm yinging and yanging here, but I sure would like to see Texas lose before we come on the air, and I'd like to see Oklahoma State lose and then Georgia win, and a lot of good things happening in college football.
Ole Miss may still be back. They could still lose. They just had the interception that was overturned. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy.
Hard to keep up with everything here, but hopefully
they're all in at the same time. So
we'll have our game eventually, right?
Eventually. I started in on the Yingling flight because, like I said, a little bit of nerves about this game, what could happen. If you want to have a flight, it's a great time to get one. They're only 95 calories for a 12-ounce beer, 4.2 alcohol by volume, and 2.6 carbs. So I went for a long walk this morning so I could have a bunch of fried chicken and pregame snacks. But I'm trying to cut down on the carbs. Getting one that's only at 2.6 carbs in it for an entire beer, that's fantastic. It tastes delicious. I've had a bunch of folks who are watching the Watch Along show tell me that they've bought it. They say they like it. And that makes me very happy that you're trying it and, giving me your actual responses and your unsolicited testimony. So if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Well, we always want to hear from you, good or ill. And we'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button and share this with your friends. Let everybody know that we're doing this watch along. They've talked about it on ESPN twice. Had a bunch of radio folks reach out to us about it. It's growing bigger and bigger. We've had tens of thousands of people join us. We want to make this. I mean, we were doing it before the Mannings. We want to make it as big as their show. So
because Sean McDonough called us out.
Yeah, well, there you go. So we appreciate Sean McDonough.
Sean McDonough, Paul Feinbaum, Reese Davis, Aaron Taylor here was over at practice, and I got a chance to talk to him a little bit. He was really impressed with the Dogs' talent level, and which he should be. I mean, you watch us practice; we got a lot of depth. And it's good to see Carson playing on the level he's playing. Hopefully he can keep it up. And I look for our in-between receivers to catch a lot of balls over the middle, crossing routes and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden we might just challenge those corners. Hopefully the refs will call them for holding some because they hold more than some people that you used to know at the dance holding on those girls, right? they do a good job.
I'm guilty of that. A little slow dance there, getting handsy.
Doing that wraparound.
Yeah, it's like, and what they say, leave the width of a Bible between them so that leave room for the Holy Spirit, him in there. Yeah, we didn't do that at Rockdale County High School. We were wrong. So anyway, it looks like they're about to kick off here.
There's that 89-15, 44-1 since
That's bonkers.
Folks are watching in Texas, Virginia, Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
All right, Nigeria.
Yeah, share all those on the screen. We love that.
That's what I'm doing.
I love it. You do a great job with that. Also, we'll mention Athens Ford is one of our sponsors, and we have a couple others we'll get to. But
look how Big Meva's kicking off here.
That's a thick boy. So kickoff's about to start in a couple seconds. He's lining
About
up.
time. Let's go, Dogs.
And there's kickoff if you're trying to line it up for us.
He kind of missed it.
Looks
Kicked
like
it over there to Bell.
Oh, and Bell dropped it.
And picked it up.
Oh, my God.
Kind of ran into it.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Here's one thing right now. The sun is in our eyes. It'll be in the Missouri receivers' eyes when they're going down for it. And got a good bounce here for him. Man, oh, man.
Yeah, that's just not exactly how you want to start the game.
Looked like last week's kicking game starting out.
Yeah. Fun times.
McConkey in the slot to start. Oscar Delball to the left.
Oh, right to McConkey. 11-yard pickup.
One of the things I want everybody to watch, if you can get a good shot, is the depth of their linebackers. They play extremely close to the line of scrimmage. A lot more forcing unit than maybe Georgia. Their scheme is based on guys getting up really close. So we got to be aware of that, and hopefully we'll be able to bust up some really good play action passes just like that. Right now they're not as deep. Not as close. So they probably backed off because of that. We got some area out here.
I ran right into him, Coach.
About a yard.
One of the things last year we had trouble was securing the line of scrimmage against the Tigers. They penetrated on us. We were worried about the second level, and we didn't establish the line just like that play there. It wasn't very good. You got to get movement on these big boys. Stay out of third down and make some explosive plays.
Quick shout out on our first super chat. Aaron Calloway says the November Gauntlet starts today. Appreciate all y'all. We appreciate you, Aaron.
I like this formation and an empty set with Bell as the back.
Oh, is that batted? Yeah, it looks like it's batted down.
We had 2 of those last week.
Yeah. Ooh, behind the sticks already, 3rd and 8. There's
holding. Can't call holding on the guy trying to cover Lovett was grabbing him.
Yeah. Draped all over him, like you said. You pointed that out before it even started. So they're already handsy, like a Rockdale County High School dance.
They like to come with the heat. Here it comes.
Run. Hey, he ran.
He heard you. Radi, the offensive coordinator.
No, I just saw it. There's nobody in the middle of the field. I'm gonna take credit that he heard me.
Yeah.
We put new microphones in the helmets. Yeah.
Yep.
Run, Forrest, run.
Exactly. I mean, even the umpire in the middle of the field, he's like, what's going on?
They're calling timeout. They think they're in the wrong stadium. We're not very functioning very good right now. That was a good play, but we missed that one. It looked like they're trying to hit Delp on a quick one. But just be patient here. If we get ahead of these guys and make them think about it, that'll really help us. This will probably be some kind of run with Milton in there. See if Delp goes in motion.
Trying to see what the pass route was. They didn't say we're not going to see that Delp thing. Just know that it was incomplete, folks. You didn't see it. We didn't see it. You're right. There's that run, Coach. Oh, that looked like it was going to go for days. A good call on the run. What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, Milton's a good power back, and we're pretty good at running the power, and that was what that was. And just a nice tackle there, saving tackle maybe.
Who pulled on that power?
I think Ratledge.
Okay.
Run some kind of option route into the boundary.
I was just about to ask if it's a boundary. There's only 2 guys over there.
They got some more heat.
They got Delp over there too.
Reach over and fall on the ball. Don't hold your hands out like that.
Yeah, he had Delp out.
Yeah, but
bend
route. Down like a shortstop and go for it. Yeah. You just don't stick your hands down. Well,
I think it got tipped.
I'm sorry, Bell. We're going to try to get him off sides here. We're not going to go for this. They did.
They did. They fell for it. Wow.
My man, Rod
Thomas with a catch down at the 20.
Kirby coaching aggressive. It's a lot easier to throw that when you know they're offside.
It really is. I mean, you've had that. You're like, hey, it's a freebie. Everybody relaxes, and then it's like pitch and catch. I love it.
I'd like to just make us clean play here. Right now, we're just on the verge of not looking like we should. Do you think? I mean,
yeah, it's. I mean, they are moving well, but it's been fits and starts. You've been in third down twice.
I'm telling you now, if we can work on those corners that well, we got a really good shot because
I'd like to see him go back to that run. That what's his name almost broke off. Kendall Milton.
Good job mixing up the counts by Beck here.
Oh, nothing there. Okay, don't let me ask for any more calls.
No, I mean, run's good play there. You're in a 4-down zone.
Yeah,
you can't throw the ball all the time. Need some kind of movement here.
Yeah. Move your quarterback around, you saying?
Yeah.
Roll him out to the field.
You know they're going to heat him up.
Yeah. 2nd 9, they're coming. There's the linebackers you said creeping up, Coach. Well, they backed off a little bit, but they were walking up.
And they got him.
Got beat, Truss.
Yep.
Try to be too perfect. I think we let them schemers calls here. Truss just gets beat.
Oh, man.
Too bad. You got Delp wide open.
And you had Kendall Milton. Nobody around him for days.
They got a good pressure team.
Yep. Get another 3rd down.
They're going to drop off here.
Muse.
That's a good call.
It is.
Get it up there where you got a shot at the field goal.
Good little tunnel screen. Great block by Delp.
Should have been a little more inside, though, to grab his foot. Very good call by Mike Bobo. I mean, you eliminate the chance of a sack to get you out of a field goal range, and then kind of knock this one through, Peyton.
32-yard attempt right in the center.
Right down Main Street. So Dogs take a 3-0 lead on a drive that took up almost 5 minutes, Coach. 10-17 left.
Yeah, I mean, just you see the ability of this Missouri defense. I mean, just pretty good.
Final score in Austin, Texas 33, Kansas State 30 overtime.
Well, too bad. Florida and Arkansas in overtime.
Georgia was in 3rd down 3 times on that drive. They went, says here they went 1 for 3.
Well, it went for it on 4th down twice, so it's 1 for 3.
Yeah, okay.
Had one knocked down, made 12, and then
I forgot about the 4th down one that was that pass. So that explains the second one. Okay.
4 minutes into Bedlam, Oklahoma 7, Oklahoma State 7.
You're going to get some sort of heartburn before this day's over.
Just get the Dogs there. That's all. I can't worry about these other teams.
So if Zantac, if you're out there and you're thinking about sponsoring a show, we could definitely use you here. So
what happened on the Ole Miss game? Anybody know?
Oh man, let's.
I'm scared to look.
My computer may fry if I keep.
Here, let me just check
Definitely
it out.
over.
No, I've got it. Yeah, Ole Miss 38, Texas A&M 35.
They must have missed the field goal.
Yeah. So Georgia's next 2 opponents have won their games. Tennessee had a very easy game today, and Ole Miss had a challenge with Texas A&M, but they were able to pull it out. It looked like it was going to be an Ole Miss blowout.
Ole Miss blocked the field goal. It was a 47-yard attempt that got blocked.
Okay, that's wild. So I mean, I know we're focused on this one, but this is the team that comes to Sanford Stadium next week. So the guy said on our watch along, said the November gauntlet starts today. It's absolutely a gauntlet. 3 ranked teams, very highly ranked, 3 very good football clubs. So Georgia's got the work cut for them.
definitely got it worked out on pass pro against these guys. I mean, 3-man rush, get a sack.
Yeah.
Sharon's asking, how do I sync y'all with CBS? I am popping up the game clock as we see it on the screen. You'll see it in the bottom right corner here in just a moment, and that'll help out. We'll tell you when we see kickoff as well.
Bauer's got his jersey on, ready to come in. We need a good defensive stop here now.
Yeah.
First of all, kick it out of the end zone.
Kick out of the end zone. Don't
There's
let
the kick.
All right, it's a good start. They'll take over in the 25.
So players to watch, number 3, Burden is one of the leading receivers in the country. Georgia tried to recruit him. Excellent slot receiver, but they move him around. They got a good back named Schrader who transferred in from Truman State there in the state of Missouri. And the quarterback, Cook, is a kid from St. Louis, very accurate passer, pretty good legs, more of a passer than he is a runner, but pretty good all-around player.
Is that quick dump? We expected to see him catch and get rid of the ball pretty fast.
Like Florida last week, you'll see a lot of the pistol formation from Missouri.
The thing that they did there was put Burden in motion and try to think we could hit him, and good reaction by our defense. Love to see him get 3rd and long.
So we always talk about 3rd down, but this 2nd down, when you got him at 2nd and 11, this is huge.
Schrader, their running back, could become the leading rusher in the SEC after this game. He's had a really good year. Not a burner.
Georgia up tight.
God, you got to make that play.
There it goes. Yeah, I talked about this in our 3-2-1 report, the fact that he could take off with his legs like that. And somebody came back and said, well, he doesn't run very much. I'm like, if you scout Georgia, you know that sometimes when you're doing man under,
whoever said that hadn't been watching him play.
I was about to say,
he doesn't have a lot of rushing stats, but you can see by that play right there his capabilities.
Yeah.
Very similar to what happened with us with Beck there. I mean, you played
exactly.
man.
Playing man, you got your cornerbacks have their backs to the play, or backs to the line of scrimmage. They don't see it happening, so that's what you do. That's well designed. Good job, Takee Smith.
You got to get him down, though. He got 5 yards after you got him.
I'm just saying for him to get off the block.
This is going to be a dog fight.
Yep.
Need a turnover, or tip pass, or penalty.
So Burden gets 7 yards on his first catch.
This is probably a run.
Georgia's playing it like it is.
Well defended. Small Munden in there.
Michael Williams, too.
I mean, these are 2 of the best teams in the SEC right here. I expect a dogfight.
Well, we know we got one of them. Hopefully the other one's okay, the other team. Tackle. You got him.
You got him. You got it. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. Michael Williams. Those are the kind of plays against a team like this that you have got to make. We slanted out there. See our slant?
Yep.
Make the tackle and they punt. It's not like him.
That was it. That was get him off the field. Now they're going to try to make you pay.
Smart play by the kid, dumping it off.
That's twice they tried to ask for a late hit out of bounds flag. Just saying they're trying to convince the ref to throw one of those. So don't be surprised.
Kirby Moore is the brother of Kellen Moore, who played quarterback against us for Boise State and is now the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. He was at Fresno State last year working under Jeff Tedford, who's one of the real offensive guys in America. They're getting some push on us. But, that's what you got to do right there, Stackhouse. Very good tackle. You got to be alert for the movement on the quarterback here, 3rd down. I think he was surprised at the snap.
He was.
That would have been nice to go over his head.
Exactly. Bounce off the
You
ground.
know, you think about K-State today. I mean, they have a snap on an extra point where the holder's not looking.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the center snapped it early on him and all, but
Looked like everybody was moving on that one. That you just called it, Coach. Quarterback, watch the quarterback, and he just ran it.
I don't think they gave him the first down.
Oh, he's being a little generous.
I thought he had the first down.
I did too, but I said I don't think they gave him. He held up his hand like it. No question, he had it. Watch this ref. He holds up his hand.
Especially that final push.
Yeah, that guy got in behind him.
First down, Tigers.
They got us in a little bit of a bind right here.
Yeah. Stack. I got all day. Going deep to Luther Burden with a push off. Touchdown.
Beats Kamari Laster, our best corner.
Looked like a push off to me, Coach. That's why Georgia wanted him.
I think that's the second best receiver in the country behind Marvin Harrison.
Oh, that LSU wide receiver is pretty good too.
Yeah, Neighbors is really good. Just his ability to
see. There's a situation there where we talked about Burden being in a different position. He was lined up as a wide receiver to the field there. They faked the screen into the boundary, had one-on-one on Kamari, and he just went past him. Maybe he pushed off. I don't know. Excellent drive by them. All he had to do is make a tackle and been off the field.
Yep.
Gutsy play call to trust your. I mean, not a lot of teams come into Sanford Stadium and throw the ball deep like that. It shows some confidence of what Missouri's had, and they've done this a lot this season.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do it on 1st and 10 too. I mean, you run the fake screen and then go back. Our team's a little bit off kilter right here, but we're not a good 1st and 2nd down team against the pass because, the threat of the runs there and something that worries you. And everything you talked about before the game, Roddy, about the quarterback can hurt you enough to keep the chains moving. Yep. They got the Burden on a routine play. He made 7 yards, looked like he was going to get 1. And then really good dump off to Schrader on a 1st down pass where, looked like we had everybody covered but the dump off. So very, very consistent offense that Mizzou's got. And they've had 2 weeks to get ready for us, and we got to answer the challenge here.
Yep. Georgia's going to have to score a lot, and help the defense out a little bit. I think Georgia can move the ball in this defense, but you can't shoot yourself in the foot in the red zone.
Would you like some good news?
Sure.
Final in overtime. Arkansas 39, Florida 36.
There you go, fighting Sam Pittman's.
Sam Pittman going down into Gainesville and walking away with a win.
After 6 straight losses, too.
Yeah.
Florida might not win another one. I mean, they got Missouri, Florida State, and who's the other one? LSU. I don't think they will.
Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, it's fun while it lasted. Florida. They were the fans were livid, last week. It's funny. I was up in this little pool area in the cabana there watching the game.
Pool area or in the pool?
I was in the pool area. I did not get in the pool. Not enough chlorine in the water. But I will say it was neat to see all these Florida fans were going nuts after that first drive, and then second drive, they were still pretty confident. Then things just went sideways. Georgia scores 36 unanswered points. And it got real quiet from the Florida side over there. So they lost that one. Then they lose this one in a heartbreaker. They got up. They were down 14-0 to Arkansas, but then came back and tied it up, and they went back and forth all day. So nothing like a Florida loss. Just kind of warms the cockles of the heart.
This is 3rd straight game that Georgia's given up a first possession touchdown to the opponent.
Hopefully they're offside here. Give it the ball on the 30.
Coach, a few people in the chat are wondering why Georgia was late with some substitutions there on defense.
Yeah, I think sometimes you think the other team's subbing and you sub and they don't, and the refs aren't going to stand over the ball. So you got to be consistent with looking if they send the guy out, if you're going to sub, because otherwise the team's going to run a quick play on you. That's the rule. We like to sub a lot, that's for sure.
Quick out of the huddle.
You can't block the point of attack. It doesn't make any difference right there. Where it's not. I mean, bad block there by is either Delp or Lucky. These guys are leveraging us.
Explain that to people, Coach.
Well, I mean, getting rid of the block and keeping her outside shoulder free, and we did not sustain in the line of scrimmage. I mean, you're getting hit before we get to the line of scrimmage.
5:10 left in the first quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Georgia ball is on 30.
Yeah. Oof.
Roseme.
He's bunny. Good throw by Beck there.
I
tell you what, these guys are on them too. There's one of those corners we were talking about, playing man coverage, and
what a throw. A little behind him, but still.
Like I'm climbing the pocket there.
Watch this last step here. That's what you got to do. Make the guy get out of your hip. Good job. Like you mentioned, he stepped up in there pretty good.
And they brought some pressure, too.
I like to work on these linebackers a little more on first down.
They tipped their hat that they were coming. They brought it through the C gap.
Early on, they're slow in Georgia's run game. And that's where they had a lot of success last year. Georgia had trouble running on Missouri.
You nailed it talking about those linebackers.
Hard to block these big old boys, I'm telling you that.
Right up in Mike Bobo's face with the coach's cam.
Just don't miss the play here, please. A
little quick throw to Oscar Delp.
Surprised McConkey not in there.
No huddle. McConkey's at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, he just jumped in there.
Yeah. 3rd and 3.
Run the ball right off right tackle.
It's got 2-on-1 there.
If that guy makes him who? Were we at practice? Dominic Lovick transferred from Missouri. That's a nice route. Good protection there by we got Tate Ratledge wearing 77 today, I guess.
Good to see Kendall Milton with the blitz pickup.
That little stop and go route on him, really nice. You see that?
Yeah. Nice breaks.
Good throw behind him, too. I mean, right on the ball. This is play action here.
They're so far off, Coach.
Throw the screen to the
Brought some pressure and then got him. Bringing 5 on first down. Aggressive defense.
Should be able to block 5. Got to beat Ernest to the inside.
Yep.
These guys are aggressive. It's all right. He didn't lose much. I'd like to see us probably run the ball outside, maybe.
They can get 2 sacks a quarter. That's going to be a long day.
Good call.
Put in Arian Smith and ran a fake sweep, and it opened it up for Dejan Edwards.
Did anybody go with him?
You see how fast this game's going?
Yeah. Minute 30
Going
left.
to get one possession the first half, first quarter.
Maybe still the first half.
This is where Missouri loves to bring the heat, particularly from the outside. So watch our tackles here, forming this pocket. Good call.
Wow.
That's just good coaching there. I mean, see how wide the tackles were rushing the quarter. I mean, the guys on our tackle rushing the quarterback, and we ran right up inside them. I was more
surprised. In a 9.
I was more surprised than anybody that we ran this. Look
9 and 9. I'm sorry, they were both in 9s.
See that?
Yeah.
And we didn't even block the one guy. Van Pran was big time. Two great runs there to get that first down because we were second 11. Run Milton right here. Bash him.
Well, there it is.
With the run
exactly
game.
What you said.
Getting 13 yards out of it. And that's going to be the last play of the quarter. But Georgia knocking on the door. Like that response from Mike Bobo from the play calling perspective of, all right, if they're going to be aggressive on the edge, let's run at the edge.
Well, it always kills me is when people complain about a 3rd down run, 3rd and 6 running the ball. I'm like, well, they are expecting you to throw. They're doing everything to try to stop you. They're coming after the quarterback. They're not set up to stop the run. So if you can make that one block and get your guy
well, the other thing
open, there's no one to stop him.
Other thing that helps you is slows down the rush if you have a couple successful plays on 3rd down. But tell us about Athens Ford or somebody right here. We his first quarter's over. We've been talking football.
We have had a chance to talk about any of our sponsors here, so I'm going to bring up our buddies at Athens Ford and put them on the screen here real quick. Give me a second. So, hang on. So, Athens Ford, if you see her on the screen right now, 722 vehicles available. That is that's unusual. We've seen them, they've had up to like 1,300 cars on the spot. But remember during COVID, we were touting the fact that they had 200, 250 because so many car lots were out. They just couldn't get anything in there. And we've seen them get to 300, 400, 500. Now they're up to 722. There's a ton of cars on the lot at Athens Ford. The main reason people buy so many cars from them, and again, they'll turn them over. This won't be, they'll sell 500 of these and it'll be a new 500. They turn over cars and they sell so many every day, mainly for the fact that the customer service is outrageous. They take such good care of you. This isn't a Keith Lee situation where he comes to Atlanta and people aren't happy. This is the exact opposite of that. The service is off the chain, and you get the lifetime powertrain warranty if you buy from them. Now, that's not with every Ford that you buy at every Ford dealership. So check out Athens Ford, get a lifetime powertrain warranty on any of the things that you buy from them, and or any new cars you buy from them, and also on most of the pre-owned ones. So if you're like me and you go out and you don't buy a new one, you buy a pre-owned vehicle, check it out. You get if it's under 80,000 miles, get a lifetime powertrain warranty. It doesn't have to just be a Ford. So hit them up when you get a chance. I guarantee you that Brian and the GM out there and all the guys working, they'll sell a car right now if somebody's out on the lot. But they're all gathered around a television watching this game because they are huge Georgia fans and they sponsor a lot of stuff here in town. So support people who support your dogs.
Today was the Arkansas Razorbacks' first ever win at the Swamp.
What? That's awesome. Congrats for him.
Couldn't happen to a nicer swamp.
I'm just happy for Sam Pittman. He just had a rough go of it. So
yeah, they found some offense. I mean, they've been struggling. He fired their offensive coordinator and
just run Jefferson all the time. He's so good.
Just run a sneak.
They had Rocket Sanders back today too, helped them offense a little bit. But now this is a situation where we're on like the 7-yard line, 1st and goal. I'm sure Drinkwitz going to be fired up here.
I mean, he's won the first quarter, 7-3. Shout out to all our TikTok viewers. We appreciate them. Oh, light's not in your eyes.
That's Vandergriff in the game.
Could be run by him.
You're right.
You got to block the guy, man.
Yeah.
The Brock Vandergriff package.
I didn't mind it. Looked like he got a high snap, too. I guess they thought they were overshifted where we could run the quarterback sweep. Got to block them a little better.
Second and goal. At the 8.
Wow, they get back fast, don't they?
It's a good tackle.
That was.
Rara Thomas at the 5.
I want folks to watch how fast those defensive ends come up the field.
They played a zone there.
Yep.
This is where we like to run these little zig routes to either to the inside receiver to the slot or the outside guy on there. We could throw it to him over there at the top. McConkey.
Bring 8. You're right. There it is. How did you?
Very lucky, but that wasn't McConkey. It was Lovett, but I couldn't see the number, but I had it right. But
you nailed the play call, folks. If you're watching at home, and I appreciate you doing that, but I want you to take a second and realize how many plays coaches call before they happened. In
You tell
quarter.
Carson Beck to run. Give yourself some credit. Too.
Yeah, but I mean, he called this play exactly what was going to happen. I mean, and it's easy to see.
Yeah, I mean,
they put McConkey in that slot all the time. So
yeah.
But you said what they like to do here, and you nailed it.
What I like to see is get some defense going there.
Yeah.
Nice drive.
Extra point up and good.
So 2 drives, 2 scores. Now we'll see what Missouri can do on their second drive.
We've heard them bad on the screens so far, and we almost got that one knocked down.
Man, Dominic loved to put this one in the end zone.
Yeah. Against his old team, absolutely.
I'm sure he didn't talk any junk at all.
No.
None whatsoever. He was
probably not.
Quiet young man.
Yeah, I mean, make sure you go in the right dressing room at halftime. We had a situation one time, seriously, where we had some coaches. I wasn't there, but I came 3 years later, but moved to Missouri from Washington State, and then all of a sudden they got the job at Washington State. One of the younger coaches did. And so their first game was against Nebraska. And so they had a lot of the same kind of stuff because these guys had a Nebraska background. You know what I mean? They did everything the same, defensive stretching, everything. And so Mark Heidorf was the coach, and he told me he went out there during warmups and he's trying to find his defensive end, and he was down with Nebraska stretching. And he didn't know the difference because they were saying number 4, and then they switch legs, blow the whistle. Everything was exact, so the guy didn't think any different. He's down there. He doesn't even look and know he's with Nebraska stretching.
Wow.
I mean, it's more funny to me than it is to our fans, but I mean, that can happen. I mean, you usually don't see a guy warming up with the other team.
I love it.
And then when we played North Texas when I was at Oklahoma, their coach asked Switzer if they could come watch us work out on Friday because all their kids looked up to us and everything. And, Switzer didn't care, so they got there and they were sitting up in the stands, in the end zone. And Switzer invited them, come on down and work out with us. So they came on down and called some passes with us and the D-line, everything. I mean, the opposing team.
That's awesome.
I mean, those kids. And then they asked their coaches, is it okay when we work out today that we don't wear our helmets? Because Switzer make our guys wear helmets on Friday. So those are things you remember. But
that's fun stuff. I love it.
I just want to give a shout out here to my grandson, Grant Johnson from Norman, Oklahoma, a graduate of Oklahoma, who's in here for the weekend with his girlfriend, Ashley. And thanks to my good friend, Nelson Bowers, he's sitting up there with them. And Nealon Raper got him a pass before the game to go down on the sideline and everything. And so it's, Grant kind of grew up with Georgia when he was a young kid, and then they moved to Oklahoma when he was about 8 or 9. But he's a big Dog fan, and it's a real thrill for him, and it's a thrill for me to have him here. And
I believe you using your connections to get.
And
something.
Next week, I got the same deal. I got my other grandson coming, T. Donnan from Dallas, who a lot of people here know, went to Oconee High School, and he's going to be fired up to watch the Dogs next week. So, and it's good for old granddad to have him in here. And my daughter,
Granddad they come to see Granddad. He gets some passes on the field,
my
box seats.
My daughter Tammy's doing a good job with him, and I want to also hit that guy.
Big
also
tackle.
Thank Dayne for being my own Uber and taking Grant over to the game and getting him right there. So thanks a lot to you, Dayne. So much more about me talking about myself, but this is the kind of play. This is the play you got to make, because that guy could have run for days there.
Yeah.
Good job by Jalen Walker.
Good to see Jalen Walker in there on first down, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to probably be playing the pass a lot more than we are the run until they run the ball.
Yep.
It'd be very ugly if they would get a sack here.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't run there. They just didn't caught it.
Got working on Humphreys. There's old Theo Weiss, transfer from Oklahoma. We talked about is very good on the weak side.
I'm surprised they didn't take off there, but I guess Dumas Johnson would have had him. And
I don't know if he had possession when he got it.
Oh, they snapped it quickly. I think
they
stopped it. They stopped it.
He didn't. Come on, give us a break and not have possession here.
Georgia ain't that lucky. Come on.
Yeah, we need some SEC.
You ain't that lucky. So what's Kirby telling them right there? Just assume that they caught it?
Bobble. They're going to have to slow that down on a higher angle for me to see where the foot got down.
I think he's got it.
I don't know that he has it, but I don't know there's enough to overturn it.
That's what I meant. So it's not enough to.
You almost knocked it out. Of course, his butt might be out of bounds too.
Yeah,
it's his right foot and his butt of where he has the ball. Right foot there.
The right foot's in. It's when his butt hits and he's holding it to his chest. So,
but if he has the ball to his chest as that right foot before the butt,
it still goes down though. Watch it go down right there at the end over towards the wall. I don't know. I'm just being hopeful.
Yeah.
Was that 2nd and 9?
If it matters to you, Coach, Gene Sterator says it's a catch.
Yeah, that was 2nd and 9.
If Gene says so, that makes it a good.
Yeah, they say stands. Not confirmed, but stands.
I mean, I agree. Looked like a good catch. It was close, but
these guys are coming.
He's holding it to his body.
These guys are coming in there with the idea they're going to take some shots on us now.
Mm-hmm. Well, what we've seen earlier, when teams take shots on Georgia, they either complete it or get a pass interference call. So. That's a big completion.
A little behind Luther.
Yeah, delayed
good coverage there.
So Cook has 86 yards passing. Beck has 87 yards passing. There, it's gonna be a pretty good quarterback battle here.
Get your hands up. By that I mean, if you're going to rush the passer late like that, you might knock him down a little bit by holding your hands up. You're not going to sack him. That guy's ready to roll.
Yeah. Going Theo Weiss on the side. I hate when see these DBs do stuff like this. I got it. No fly zone when the ball's thrown out of bounds.
He's
man.
telling me he's going to go deep on him now.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 10, Coach. And the CBS team, they're always a little bit behind on the game.
We got 35 in there. And he's the one you said might come in?
Yep. Allen.
It's Raymond Wilson. Was that 35? 33, C.J. Allen. 35.
Okay.
Damon Wilson. Watch him. Right there.
Yeah. Damon
35.
Wilson. Yep.
How'd you know he might play some? I swear to God, you got some people over there that's not right. I mean, it's a big.
Hey, when they do that,
seriously,
you pointed him out on Jaguar package 100 times.
Seriously, though, that's a big dang stop.
That is a huge stop. 3rd and 10.
I can't believe they ran the ball there. Thank you. Send him some Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
Made them miss their turn once.
So, folks, when I was at the game, I was talking to my buddy Tom. I've known him for a really long time. And I said, the one thing he asked me, so what's it like doing the show with Coach Donnan? And I said,
horseshit.
I said, it's a lot of fun.
I'm so glad to be down here without him and be without him.
Well, here's the thing. I'm like, okay, Coach, I have a question on like split zone, or and if I see Georgia runs power, I don't know who it was. Coach tells you who ran the power, or we were talking about a GY counter earlier, and Coach will tell you exactly what happened. He sees it so fast. I have to go back and watch the game. He sees it in real time. It's like it's in slow motion for him. But I said the one thing I've really learned from watching or listening to Coach for the last 3 years is how coaches watch the possessions. 2 for you, right. 2 for me. 2 scores for me, 1 score from you. We're all focused on, is this guy going to get 100 yards? Yeah. Is this guy mad at his former team? All this sorts of bullshit that nobody cares about. And all you want to know is who drives and field position.
They got one extra possession on us now because of the second half kickoff, but we equaled it out. But,
you just proved
in all seriousness, as far as me, it's just something that I've been doing my whole life, and it's just very vivid for me. But I actually called.
You called the touchdown before it happened.
I actually called plays in the junior high school, college. So you had a lot of chance to study. But the biggest thing that helped me was learning how to watch the game from the press box when I was in college. My college defensive coordinator, Al Michaels, taught me what to look for, because he was on the field and I was his kind of eyes in the sky as a guy up there watching the other team's offense. And he really taught me a lot about that when I was a freshman coach, and I got better at it. And then most of the time I always was in the press box calling plays, very seldom on the field till I became a head coach. But you get certain indicators, and you can really get a feel for it. And you watch the team sub and who they got bringing in and out, and it's just kind of a feel. But more than likely, I got a chance to be right a few times.
Yeah, please. So anyway, folks, if you start thinking about it like that, the reason I bring it up is when I watch other games, that creeps into my mind, watching the two teams battle back and forth. So this is Georgia's 3rd drive to the 2 from Missouri. So let's see what they can do here.
Going deep to Arian Smith there.
Yeah, there's that rollout you're talking about, Coach. Woo!
McConkey, man, you clutch. I like the rollout. Take the pressure off him.
Yeah.
That's the kind of play you got to make.
No huddle.
I mean,
and he could stay there, keep going.
Arian down the middle.
All right, Arian's stopping to block. Trying to get an ISO.
See, you can't see the ball.
Yeah.
Remember what I said? He didn't even see that ball.
He didn't.
This Rakestraw guy's good, but
oh, lad. Ball player.
We can't forget Milton here. We need to score and get ahead of these guys.
Yep.
It's been a heavy rundown for 2nd and 10. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is a tough spot.
There's Milton, but
yeah, they knew it was coming. Like Hicks came off the edge right off the bat.
sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
I would have liked to have seen us after that completion, maybe not go for the big one there
Right.
like we did. It just negates yourself. Right here, Paramount on the protection.
Look at how many guys they got crowding the line.
We don't have 11 in the game either.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, he almost had it.
A little bit of a low snap that Beck had to corral. He did so.
Yep.
Cedric Van Brand wanted him to line up and look, let's go.
Kirby, if you've ever faked a punt, they're not looking for it.
Yeah. I'm not even calling them 3rd downs anymore. I started in my column, I started calling them McConkey downs. 3rd down, go to McConkey.
Punts away from Brett Thorson. Fair caught.
Didn't answer that challenge.
Nah. I didn't even see the fair catch call. I'm like, are they about to kill a man? It looked like they were waiting to tee off on him. A great punt by Brett Thorson there. That was a big one. All right, folks, I want to mention one of our other sponsors. If, Dane, you want to put them on the screen, I'd appreciate that. It's Better Life Science. And what I have right now is their food and allergy intolerance kit. That's the one that we advertise here on the show. They have others, and I'll show it to you here. Now, it comes with this little collection tube, your alcohol swab, as you see there, and then the little lancets. You can do the lancets in the shoulder, finger, and you put a little blood sample into that tube, and then you send it in. Mailer, and then you got a Band-Aid for taking care of your finger or arm or whatever, and then you get this cool report, and it basically shows you, what are you sensitive to? What about milk and dairy, meat, fish and seafood, venom, species, all sorts of stuff like that. Novel foods, coffee and tea, fruits, beans, nuts. It's really cool stuff that they have at My Better Life Science. And and they have a ton of other stuff too. That's just the food and allergies intolerances. They have an STD kit, they have a food sensitivity kit. They have a food and inhalant allergy test. And again, this is a local company. These guys do tons with Georgia NIL. Okay. They're partnered up with Josh Millard, former Georgia player. The owners of this company are huge Georgia fans. They're all at the game. But what I want you to do is, go to mybls.com, My Better Life Science, and order one of these tests. They're not that expensive. They test it immediately, send it to you, and you will know for the rest of your life, or your kid's life, or your husband's life, or your elderly parent's life, what you are allergic to or what you are sensitive to. So don't go through life not knowing this information. Hit up our friends at My Better Life Science. Get your test kit today and get yourself tested.
One undefeated team in a lot of trouble right now. That would be Air Force losing to Army 23-3 in the 3rd quarter.
Ooh, the cup's on the line. Look at that. There's nobody at the bottom of the screen.
You need to have a freeze call there.
Oh, I think the crowd might have gotten a jump.
By that, I mean, will you just say the up back would say freeze, and you snap the ball and throw it out to him?
There's a Georgia crowd getting into it. False start. So 3 drives for Georgia. This is the 3rd drive for Missouri. Georgia scored on 2. We'll see what they do here.
$9:49 left in the 2nd quarter. Georgia's leading 10-7.
Dumas Johnson going in, trying to stop the
Just
wheel
gotta
route.
tackle him here. everybody knows that's what they got to do. But what I mean is, don't let them get 3 or 4 yards. You know, you got 2nd and 12.
Showing the stemming.
That's an interesting look, Coach.
Coach, how do they move at the same time? Are they counting that out?
Yeah, I mean, they got to check where they say a word or something. Sometimes they call you disruptive and say you can't clap because that's what the offensive guy does. But they got Burton in the slot into the boundary. Watch him here.
Who's on it?
Hey, working with him, make him call a timeout.
Georgia's defense was just changing formation after look after look.
You know, the thing about us right now, we're just like the bobbled passes, the missed blocks,
It's not crisp.
timing's not there. I mean, we're playing a little tight, which, you know, that's they even got Tigers on the commercials. So really just relax here, and hopefully the crowd will help us and get another possession here while we're still ahead and get up 2 scores, and then that'll make it a lot harder on them. But as long as they can play this close to us, they're going to play taking some shots. And
yeah, well, all the pressure's on Georgia. I mean, they're not supposed to win this game.
In a lot of ways, you're right.
So Missouri comes in like, hey, if we lose, we're supposed to lose. We're 15-point underdogs. Let's just go give them our best shot. We can play with these guys. We think we're confident. We're playing good football.
The coach tells them that.
Yeah. So come on, we got this. We can beat their ass.
No,
we got them.
I think he tells them we're going to win. Not that, hey, we, you know.
Well, that's what I mean.
We're not supposed to. We can play loose. Or I don't know. But I couldn't figure out how you were presenting.
That would have been I'd been, hey, guys, there's no pressure on you.
Okay.
Let's go whip them.
Yeah, we got a chance.
They're nervous because they got to protect
we
this
got
everything
everything to gain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and they're playing that way. They're playing loose. They're making tackles. You talked about the tackles on the edge. That's exactly what they've brought pressure, and they haven't missed a tackle yet. So,
can I talk into this thing like this? And
yes, sir.
You know, I had a real problem with my head. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right,
the closer the better.
Y'all have to put up with me. I've had some congestion here. I don't want
you can hang it around your neck too.
I don't want my head to blow up. I can.
Yeah.
If I hang it around my neck, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Might choke.
Now just pull it right up to your mouth there.
Yeah, just pull the mic.
How about that? Can you hear me?
A little closer.
Perfect.
Bend it towards your mouth.
How about that?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
But can you hear us?
Yeah.
He can hear us well enough.
He doesn't want to hear us at all.
I can hear you. I might choke.
Well, we'll loosen it up here in a bit. Get in front of you.
It's an interesting look here, having Weiss in the backfield. Might be trying to hit him on something.
Yeah.
Crowd's loud.
Weiss is a wide receiver, kind of like Bell.
Does everything. Well, now he's going in motion.
Now he's going out.
Yo. Lasser's running with him. But, that was an isolation to get Burton down the field. Trail technique.
PI.
Well, we had that one sniffed out.
Yep. What?
Might have put his hands on him. That's pretty tight
garbage. There.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
That's garbage.
Well, I mean, they're about 4-1 on contested plays so far, aren't they?
Yes, sir. That was terrible.
Only 5 completions so far for Missouri, but they do have 86 yards and the touchdown on it.
You got to be leery of these guys and give them a little room. I don't know that we can press them like that.
False start.
Trying to help us.
Yeah. Chris Bell on Twitter says, I'm a Missouri guy, but that's not pass interference. MD says that's an inexcusable game-changing call. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, another missed tackle, Coach.
Demas Johnson was there.
I mean, they sniffed it out. They see it, but it's just,
Guys,
like you said, just not being crisp.
Good back.
Yep.
What's that? My daughter said officials are bad. You got 5 yards there. God.
Oh, my goodness. Run him down, Trammell. Wow. Yeah,
That's the difference in the game right now for this quarterback's
those
legs.
2 runs, yep. That's 2 drives he's kept alive. This is why, so when you're about to push him out of bounds and he starts doing that, you don't want to get the call for hitting him too hard, but when he's doing a little skip thing.
I didn't realize they were just on the 50 here. I thought they were closer, but
I just got 15 on that. Oh my goodness. It's a strong 5-yard run too.
Coach Alvin asked, do you think that Georgia will put a spy on him with running like that?
I don't know. We can afford to.
I don't think you got
covering these people.
Don't have
It'd be
enough
a good
guys.
idea if we could cover everybody, but they got too many receivers. But you got to contain there. That was just a contained rush. You got outside the end. It wasn't so much that a spy would have helped you there because, it was. But it's a good idea against some teams, but not this guy. They got the edge again. We closed pretty fast, though.
Yeah.
Sets up 3rd down.
I think they're in the 4-down zone here. If I'm offensive coordinator for them, I'm going to take a shot to Burden or Weiss here. I mean, so what if you don't make it?
Looks like Burden in the backfield, at least. Shows me close-ups. I can't see where he went to. No, he went away. Went to Schrader. 1st down.
Yeah.
They just knocking us back a little bit.
Yeah. That's just blowing everybody off the ball.
CJ Allen make the tackle. You got to close more, Monday.
Schrader ran 4 yards, 4 yards, and 4 yards.
You can win football games that way.
Well, here's
Jazz
the thing.
Chambliss with 2 tackles and CJ Allen with
it just
1.
sets up the fake and the throws.
Yep.
I can see him faking and running a deep crossing route here. Got Pete in for Schrader.
Burden in the slot. There goes quarterback again.
Whoever that guy said that he can't run needs to get off the board. We're man coverage. All you got to do is break the line. I mean,
yep.
The guy is carrying this team, man. By the time he made a mistake.
Just inside the red zone. Up to 58 rushing yards for Brady Cook.
There you go. That was huge. Luther Burton's turning up before the ball snapped.
Yep.
Watch him. Doing a good job using eye candy with Burden, mate. Everybody's worrying about him. And I'd love to see somebody just run in there and knock the ball loose.
Well, so now that Georgia's expected to run, they throw here?
Well, they're not going to run here, do you think?
No, not 2nd left. I'm just saying this
is going to be some kind of 2-man route in the field. Whew.
Javon Bullard with a little.
I'd hate for his ankle to be hurt just for with this week.
I was about to say. I was looking at you to see how you're going to end that sentence. I knew I'm like, deet. I know something was coming.
I mean, you got your slot receiver on your safety there. We must have been in man. This is only fair. If we're not going to play with Bowers, they shouldn't play with him. But hopefully, it's not too bad.
Wait, so he.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good. Now, here's the thing, folks. We've interviewed him a lot. He's really good. I know he's Georgia's opponent this week, but that is a fun kid to talk to. He is an absolute star. He's going to be a monster in the NFL. And Georgia, I said it earlier on the Tuesday show, Georgia moved heaven and earth to try to get that kid. Him and I don't go down a list of guys that Georgia missed on because they've gotten a ton of good ones, but he's an absolute difference maker. And if you can just imagine if he was lined up for the Bulldogs, he's George Pickens, but more productive for Missouri than George was for Georgia. So anyway, that leaves him with 3rd and 10 on the 19. What's your play call there?
I think they're going to run some kind of screen here, avoid the rush. Let me look at the formation, but
Okay.
Some kind of underneath.
All right.
Last year they ran a fake screen and throw the wheel to the tight end, but this should be our bailiwick play, 3rd and long. Good coverage there by Bullard.
I thought that was really impressive. I mean, if he can show that on his NFL tape, like, look, I ran with this guy and I broke up a pass that was that back shoulder?
It was a slot receiver going on a flag.
Yeah,
basically. He was running a flag.
Okay.
What we call
smash. I didn't see where he started from.
Here. He went in and then went to the corner.
All right. We'll talk about them more, but while we're in commercial here real quick, they got Yellowstone previews on. If you are having a hard time paying for your phone bill, if you're having a hard time getting good Wi-Fi, check out getyourfreewifi.com. I'm going to mention them now. We'll talk about them later, but getyourfreewifi.com. Go ahead and type them into your browser. Check them out real quick. He's trying to put some weight on it. It looks like he's be able to go.
See, he was inside receiver running.
Yeah. So
they'll tape up that ankle as hard as they can.
It's already taped all to hell.
Well,
but I can see them put that little brace on it, when you're right. The little numbing thing like they gave Stetson Bennett in the Florida game. Little shot in the shoulder there to make him it's like, hey, you don't need to worry about this.
he's a competitor. He wants to be out there.
Absolutely. So. They need him.
3rd and 11.
They're going to have
quarterback run here.
They're holding back just in case.
Good coverage.
Yep. That time it did feel like they kept a guy back just to watch out for that. There goes Damon Wilson. Yeah.
I tell you, Damon Wilson doing a good job. Is that Kamari out there?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, big boy. Let's see you miss one here.
37-yard field goal attempt. Just inside the right hash. Toward the bridge.
Hit this T in Allstate.
Yeah.
That was a win, really.
I think you're right. So, tie game. Both teams have had three drives.
They took it the length of the field.
Yeah.
They got it on the 20 like that. We had 2 penalties.
Yeah, but that pass interference call, I'm sorry, that was just garbage.
Radi, really, I know you're going to talk about
no completions on that drive. Really, were they? Quarterback runs and the interference.
Yeah, quarterback.
I know you're going to talk about get your free Wi-Fi. You mean to take a minute here and let people get the info straight from them?
Sure, let's do that.
Attention all Medicaid beneficiaries. You can now qualify for a free smartphone with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data. You heard that right. You can now get your smartphone, cell service, and high-speed data absolutely free from a government program called the Affordable Connectivity Program. Just call 800-470-9125 right now to see if you instantly qualify. All callers can qualify based on your income, or if you receive assistance from Federal Public Housing, SSI, or even free and reduced price school lunch program. If you or someone in your household is enrolled in Medicaid or any of these government assistance programs, you can now instantly qualify to get free cellular service and high-speed data, plus a free smartphone. Even if you're paying for your plans now with another carrier, you can switch to a free talk, text, and data plan if you qualify. Just call 800-470-9125 to qualify instantly for your free talk, text, and data service, plus a free smartphone. This free program is open and available, so call now to see if you qualify. Don't wait. Call 800-470-9125. 800-470-9125.
Folks, you heard it from our friends at getyourfreewifi.com. Now, if you are on Medicaid, you're getting a Pell Grant, you're on student aid, discounted lunch, at your school, or hell, if they will actually set up an entire school district. So the Gwinnett County School District's doing this. So when they send those Chromebooks home with the students, and the kids are supposed to do their homework, and they don't have good Wi-Fi at home, they can actually set up so that the MacBooks have this card in it, the SIM card or whatever, that gets them free Wi-Fi. So again, if somebody in your family, and it's about 70% of the population qualifies for this. So hit up our friends at getyourfreewifi.com, see if you qualify. And if you do, they'll say, hey, do you want the phone or do you want the tablet? And if, say you don't qualify, but kids in your school that need it, reach out to your school board, tell them to check out getyourfreewifi.com. You can help out the entire school district, not just your family.
Touchdown Sooners. Okie State leads 17-14.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, kicking the ball away from Muse, whichever side he's on, they kick it to the other side. So maybe we can get the return on.
Bobbled one. Oh, here he comes.
Good return.
Yep. Out to 26, 27.
4-minute offense time.
You talk about the mid-8, the last 4 of the first half, the first 4 of the second half. Well, we got our shot here. Missouri's going to have their shot the first and the second half, so we got to answer it. Every possession is critical now because I thought this would be a little more high-scoring game. Defenses have stepped up on both, and offenses are playing, just enough mistakes to hurt each other. But I don't think Missouri's had many penalties as far as their coverages.
Oh, they sniffed that out.
Yeah, and they've done it twice.
We've got less than 50 yards rushing, I think.
44.
12 of that was Beck.
Mm-hmm.
Just get your best players going here with McConkey or Lovett.
Yeah, you can't keep having lost yardage plays on first and second. They're too good on third down.
Deep shot.
Oh my goodness. He's draped all over him.
Went to rah-rah on the post.
Here the Boo Birds, they want the pass interference penalty. Did not get it.
He didn't think he was going to get the ball there.
Yeah, he's got his.
That's about the same thing Humphrey did.
Yeah.
I don't think it is pass interference, but the other one wasn't either. 3rd and 12.
Protect.
Georgia.
McConkey on 7 down here.
They're bringing 7.
Did he get hit as he threw? He's on the ground, so I'll say yeah. That's a 3 and out there for the.
Yeah. Coach called it, so these defenses are stepping up.
Yeah. Got hit.
I mean, Trust's having a hard game here. I look at Mims.
If he's fine, I would think Mims is the most talented right tackle you have, but been out.
Just
So.
came out of surgery.
Yeah. Punts away. So now Missouri gets a 3-minute drive from the 30-yard line. What's the athletic trivia question? When was the last time Georgia, Missouri, Alabama, and LSU were ranked in the top 15 in the same week? I have no idea. 2013.
That quarterback had a heck of a game that day.
Backup had to come in, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was tough.
Georgia had so many injuries. That was J.J. Green
Yeah.
and Brendan Douglas
They got
toting the rock.
Burden back in the backfield. Like he hadn't completed a pass the last 4, but they went 70 yards on us.
Yeah, bringing a ton of people.
That looks like a miscommunication.
Look.
I think Lassiter knocked one off his route.
I love that they censor people.
That's a game with double pass.
Aaron Murray had 2 interceptions in this game.
Love to see a sack. Walker.
Oh, he almost, yeah, there it is. You called it. He and Big Zion Lowe. I ain't called his name in a while. Did you say I'd like to see a sack?
Yeah, I mean, I figured
Jalen Walker.
What I'd like to see here is just get him off the field and use a 2-minute offense. But
wow, he just stacked that guard up and peeked in the backfield and went right after him.
3rd and 15.
You ready to use your timeout, Kirby?
How aggressive will each side be?
If I'm him, I'll throw it deep because you know you're going to get a pass interference call. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
They're running it. Call timeout. Timeout.
Yeah.
Feels like a safe call from Eli, but 3rd and 15, maybe there's more to be lost than gained there.
Well, the defense is playing good. You're backed up. You got 3rd and 15. I mean, you play. That's a good call.
Yeah. Play the percentages.
This is their first punt, isn't it? Second punt, I guess.
Second.
At halftime, folks, we'll put up the stat sheet. We take a break just as the teams take a break, but we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of the UGA Sports Watch Along Show with Jim Donnan.
They punted on their second drive.
I tell you that we got to do something about that guy rushing on Truss. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, see, he had 2 sacks, or 1 sack in a hurry, or
yeah, and there's also even on the run game, they're shooting that same side. So I'm just impressed that you called the sack with Walker getting in there.
Oh, it's lucky.
Don't start with me with your luck bullshit. You did a good job. Folks, let us know where you're watching the show from. And if you would, hit the like button or hit the subscribe button. I hate to be that guy's like, smash the subscribe button. Don't do it. Just tap it and subscribe so that when we do our other shows, and we've got a whole litany of shows. We'll have the post-game overreaction show. That will be delayed a little bit this week. I got to get back to my house to kind of get it launched off. Normally, Paul starts it right away, so we're going to have a little delay in the post-game overreaction show. But be sure to watch that. And, of course, the Sunday show, and then recruiting show on Monday, and then coach's show on Tuesday.
Punts away. Here's Georgia shot at a 2-minute offense.
Well, we got good field position, 2 timeouts.
29.
So if we can get 3 out of this, anyhow.
Good play from Muse there to catch that, and he was tucked up against the sideline. Just got nervous when he ran out of room.
Yeah. When other teams is pressing you, your quarterback, you got to move him, you got to screen him, you got to draw him, you got to run some misdirection, and you just got to run some max protect and throw deep, which we haven't thrown. We threw one deep over the middle, and we threw one deep to Rah, which hit it. But, I mean, If you'd have told me that guy was 4 out of 11 the first half or 5 out of 12, is that what he is? Their quarterback?
5 of 10, I think.
Yeah.
Run and play.
All right. I like it.
All right.
Get up.
Pick gain of 5. Little counter there, Coach.
Stay with your blocks.
Yeah.
Not in a hurry right now.
Well,
Run counter to the boundary again. I went to the field. Nothing there.
wouldn't be surprised to see Missouri call timeout.
Really conservative from Georgia here. But I get it. Similar spot that Missouri was just in.
This is going to be another run.
Yep.
Be a great time to run a quarterback draw.
The crowd's actually booing, it sounds like.
Overthrow.
You can't see the ball.
Yeah. That's twice.
It's the kind of game that we were worried about.
Yep.
Beck. I mean, he's backing up, throwing it. Watch this.
Had pressure in his face.
Yeah. Dylan Fairchild, just let that guy come on through.
So Missouri not having to use a timeout to stop the clock on 4th down will get the ball back. 2 timeouts.
Need a good kick here.
Can't think Missouri will be too aggressive. There's a flag here.
It'd be nice if they're offsides.
I believe that's what that has to be, right?
Could be motion on us.
It is on Georgia.
It's 5 yards at the end of the game.
Five players in the backfield.
Well, that's 2 straight 3 and outs for the Dogs, right?
Yep. I got a bad feeling about that.
You know they're going to throw one deep to Luther
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I'm just like, it's coming. I'd go ahead and drop all those guys deep. It's just where every time a team comes out and goes conservative for like 2 minutes, the other team seems to score.
They ran it.
No.
Surprising.
I thought he fell out of bounds, but that's great.
You're on the road. You're playing for – you got a possession. I guess he figures he got the ball first, second half.
Yeah. He's going to be arguing more about them being not tackling him in bounds. He's going to lose the whole thing.
It just feels like 2 teams that were trying to get to halftime at 10-10.
Well, I don't know that's fair to say. It's just don't lose the game at the end of the half. It's a good point. I mean, you're backed up. I was surprised Georgia, though, on the 30-yard line, though.
Yeah.
This team here, though, I mean, you got to be glad you
– I know that word was horseshit.
Give them a penalty.
I mean, I'm not a great lip reader, but I can read that one.
Third and 5, 12 seconds left.
Inside run.
Yes, sir.
Timeout, Kirby. Make them punt it.
And looks like timeout was called.
I go for the block. That guy was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds.
Unless they're saying that elbow.
His one arm was in bounds.
I was going to say, he touched in bounds before he was slammed out of bounds. There's your makeup call from the pass interference.
Didn't help us much. But
No, but
The thing you say, hey, make them punt. You could have a bad snap. You could have, no telling what happens. But the one thing you don't do is put a guy back to catch it because all he can do is fumble it.
Each team has 10 points. Missouri has 9 first downs. Georgia has 8. Missouri has 80 rushing yards. Georgia has 44. Missouri's thrown for 86 yards. Georgia for 115. Pretty similar when you look down the stat sheets.
No turnovers.
Tied at 10.
Missouri 3 of 6 on third down. Georgia 4 of 8, 50%. Time of possession is very similar.
I think the 2 sacks they had versus Georgia's 1. That's
Missouri,
telling you. Then the quarterback runs are.
Missouri's run 27 plays for 166 yards. Georgia's ran 30 plays for 159 yards.
I mean, the fact that Cook is your leading rusher, 52 yards.
Can't run. You had a good scouting report. I guess we're not going to try to block it.
Should be the final play of.
Just get out of the way.
Yep.
All right.
So, as Coach said before we started the whole thing, he said it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a battle. It's absolutely that, especially through one half. That's your Georgia and Missouri end the game or in the half tied at 10. We're going to take a break here. We'll have the stats up there so you can look at them while you want. Go get yourself a Yingling flight. Grab yourself a snack. Put on your lucky socks because this is going to be an absolute battle in the second half. Missouri gets the ball first. So Georgia will be on defense to start it. And that's 0-0, basically. Let's see what happens in the second half. Please come back and join us for the second half. We'll see you then.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing. Brewing darn good beer.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
Everybody, welcome to the second half as Georgia takes on Missouri. It's tied 10-10. We told you before the game started that this was going to be a battle, that we were a little nervous about how this was going to play out. I've learned to trust Coach Donnan's instincts. I tend to be just pessimistic, but this is a good football team, and that's exactly what we're seeing. The optimism, though, is Coach Georgia's looked a lot better than this. So, and I think that if they kind of get themselves together, they can tear it up the second half.
We weren't very crisp in a lot of areas as far as throwing and catching right on time. Protection broke down. Didn't get much blocking at the point of attack, and missed some tackles that were critical in stopping this team. But our pass defense, except for the one penalty, has been pretty good in the long pass. But, he's only completed 5 out of 12, but his running has killed us. 52 yards rushing, all on quarterback scrambles that weren't predetermined runs. Kicking game, tie, field goal of each. Nobody's returned any. We had a pretty good kick return, but I'm Kirby Smart talking to my team at halftime. Look, man, we know we got a lot ahead of us here. This is why you practice. This is why you play. You got them at our place. Let's just go out there and relax a little bit.
Yeah. There's the kick. There's actual return on.
Good job there. We got them backed up.
So that's again, and remember the kick last when Georgia fielded the first kick, Dylan Bell kind of bobbled a little bit and didn't get out to where he wanted to. So maybe that was a bad omen to start the game. Maybe this is a good omen, or to start the first half. Maybe this is a good omen to start the second half.
Had two quarterbacks that did make a lot of mistakes that first half. Brady Cook ran for 52 yards, only threw for 90.
Just got to get some confidence here and make them get some doubt. That's the number one thing. Get 3 and out here would be great.
Starting off on the 17. He's got time.
And he's got an open receiver, Weiss.
Theo Weiss.
Just a really good route by Weiss. He faked the post and went back to the flag. I mean, just one-on-one. I mean, an outstanding route. Watch him come here, go to the post, and then go back to the flag.
31-yard pickup. Mizzou on the 48 already.
It's a way to get off your goal line right there. Great play action, too.
Wow. Schrader just running like an absolute animal.
He's got good body lean, and they're getting a tie, and then he's just getting to the second level. Exact opposite of what we needed starting out here.
Yep.
Make the tackle.
Nope. He just ran over Tyke Smith. Or Allen. I couldn't tell who that was.
That was Tyke, I think. First down, Missouri.
Already on our 39.
Yep.
Watch Burden on the screen here.
Changing it up.
Now you're going to put him in motion, maybe.
And they had Schrader out wide. He's come back. Nobody on him.
Yeah, we had everybody on Burden. They threw it to the other guy. That was nice. They know what they're doing, really. I mean, they should. They're coaches, but you see the threat of Burden into the boundary, and we overplayed it. We're having a hard time getting set here.
And they're going fast.
Oh. That's motion on them. Thank goodness. A really nice coming off the goal line route by Weiss, wasn't it? I mean, just set him up.
That was brilliant. And then to leave Mookie Cooper all alone. Nobody on him at all.
Quarterback run.
Going back to Schrader.
It's a great run on first down.
I don't know. Georgia's gonna be able to stop him.
I mean, you took one with the wrong arm there.
Yeah.
Inside arm and keep your outside arm free. You see that?
Yep.
Another run, probably.
Oh my goodness.
C.J. Allen in there, linebacker for Dumas Johnson. Wonder if he's hurt. We had a hole in there on Bullard. Fortunately, 87 ran right by him. You going to throw the ball. If Weiss is into the boundary, they're going to throw a one-man route to him. He's not, though. He's to the field.
Well,
probably going to do a two-man route here with Burden and Weiss.
Stack him up.
We got him. We got him.
There it is.
You got to cause a fumble, though.
Ooh, big play by Tucky Smith.
I'm not mad, but he had a chance to raise his arm and knock it out of there. He still got. This is a big stop here. Good job holding on the ball by Cook.
Yep.
There's a great example of your own team stopped you. You got a first down penalty and get off the sticks, you know?
Yep.
And then we did a good job too, but
Tyke just ran a stun around Jalen Walker, running back, didn't pick him up at all.
You have to see him when he comes in, like a missile. Oh, that guy doesn't miss. After that first couple plays, though, I feel like it's a win. They were moving so well. Oh, hell of a drive for Missouri. Dogs trail yet again. Anyway, folks, we mentioned them before the game started, and after that first commercial break, we're talking about the Yuengling Flight beer. Now, Yuengling, of course, they make their traditional lager. They make a ton of different beers. They make their black and tan, all great stuff. The oldest brewery in the United States. What they have talked to us about and what we're promoting is what you can see on the front of this cooler here is their Yuengling Flight. This is a low-carb, low-calorie beer, which a lot of people think means low taste. No, this beer is fantastic. And they didn't rush out like a lot of other people did to get a low-carb beer on the market. They're like, look, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. That's exactly what they did. They came out with the Flight. Again, I know OU Herschel Walker, our buddy out in Texas, he's tried it. He's bought it. We have people in Savannah, people in Macon, Sandy Springs, and one guy in I can't remember the name of Alabama. He's in Alabama. I'm trying to remember the city. All sent me pictures saying that they love the stuff. They've tried it. They like it. So I know that I'm not the only one drinking the Flight here. And if the game keeps up like this, we're going to have to drink a lot of them. So be sure to get the Flight. It's only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2% alcohol by volume. So try the Yuengling Flight. It's a fantastic beer. I know you will love it. Just like everybody who's tried it has told me they love it. And I'm sure somebody may not. And they're weird. It's okay. But it takes all types. So try the Yuengling Flight, and I'm sure you'll like it as much as we do.
Iowa just threw a touchdown pass, which is noteworthy. Playing that game at Wrigley Field.
Probably scored more points in baseball than they will in this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we just got to answer it here.
Georgia Tech beat Virginia 45-17.
They're on a roll.
Sneakily in the hunt to be in the mix for the ACC championship game.
So who else they got to play? I know they got to play Georgia. They got two other games. Who are they?
Clemson and Syracuse.
Who won that game last night? Syracuse. Boston College did, didn't they? Boston College had a good year.
Boston College won that 17-10, puts them to 6-3 on the season.
Be nice to get a good run back here. Probably kick it out.
Oh, Dillabell's going to return it. Okay, a little bit of a
tightrope that sideline.
it's terrible camera work. You couldn't even see what he was doing.
What did I say?
It's the sky cam. A little harder to turn those.
What was that I said about be nice to get what?
I'm not listening to you anymore. You've seen this game already.
Okay.
The rest of us are watching it for the first time.
I mean, that's huge right
Yeah,
there.
that's the 35.
That's
That's the same as kicking it out of bounds. Georgia's going to start on their own 35.
Uga's going to stretch out. He knows we need him now. Come on,
Yeah.
Boom. Get a little juice in you, buddy.
Roddy, they send coach the script before the games.
Exactly. Lost
We
lucky
got an
in.
unbalanced line here.
Yeah. Stack tight ends on the left.
I don't really know why we got to have
No, he moved over.
Back on the move. Dumped it off to
That's the way
Dayne
to dump
Young.
it.
That may be Carson Beck's best play of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that was the same thing that Schrader caught one out of when Cook was stopped. Good.
Okay.
Same kind of thing, getting that ball off we're over the 50 now.
Yeah, 23 yards. Down to the Missouri 42. He spun twice to get an extra yard. They're playing so far
Screen.
back. Coach. Yeah. Every time I say that, every time I see it, you yell screen.
Run it quick. Let's go.
Yeah.
Before they make the call. They got a safety blitz there. Run the poster.
Yeah. No, flag.
Could be on the defense for disconcerting call. Delay a game. I don't know.
He read the script, Roddy.
I mean, I need to get hot too to get the team hot. I need my best shot here. They're gonna get some karma from me.
Damn, you called that one. That was great. Well done. I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell just happened? And
I get the first down there. No waste down.
you say it, and then they say it 2 seconds afterwards.
Put back. Oh, we got power formation.
Throwing off of it.
Oh,
See, that's just a stupid play. You got 2nd and 1. Get the first down. Don't get the touchdown. I mean, God almighty. You know they're going to look for the waist down here. He had McConkey.
Yeah, he did. He had him on the cross. That's long.
I hate lost yardage plays. I hate waist down plays when you don't throw it away.
That's a big 3rd down conversion here. Oh.
That's holding there.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You got to sell it early, man, and he
Call
did.
a penalty on that jerk.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean that was.
Let's just play football here now. And
Who was that?
15-yard on the sideline.
Here's our replay.
He's holding. He's got the.
I mean, what else can he do? Grabbing him off the line.
Pulled down the middle of his jersey, hugged him. You don't have a.
I'd like to see Kendall Milton run one here.
McConkey. Whoop. What a player.
That was unreal. He was dead to rights.
What do we say at halftime? Throw some screens.
You said screens, bubbles, crossing routes. What else? Roll quarterback.
Yeah.
Again, dead to rights. That should have been a much less yard. What is that, about 2-yard gain or 2-yard loss? 16-yard gain.
I like to see Milton, Mr. Touchdown, in here on the goal line. power play.
Yeah, there it is. There's power. Took too long.
Didn't block them very good there. It's a nice drive. You got to get a touchdown, get ahead.
Got to get the football in lads' hands more. Good things happen with 84.
Was he caught 2 today or 3?
4.
4?
4 for 55 yards.
He's in there.
Yep.
Screen him again.
Radi Thomas and Dominic Lovett both have 2 catches.
I like to see the tunnel screen here.
2nd and 9. Georgia in the red zone.
I'm with you. Hand it to Milton.
We might have both backs blocked here. There you go.
There's nobody on him. What a block by Marcus Roseby Jack Saint.
Way to listen to me.
Yeah, you called.
I mean, that's a great example there. Their
Yeah.
ends running upfield and running inside them.
You said, I want to see Mr. Kendall Milton, Mr. Touchdown here. And sure enough, second play, they give it to him. And
really nice job there, except for the second one pass.
yeah.
Look at that end up the field. I mean,
That's what I was asking you about in the second quarter when those guys were banging around the edges, those 9 techniques, they're so out so wide. Or I don't know, what do you call it, 7 or 9?
9.
Okay.
7, he's inside shoulder.
All right.
Extra point is good. Georgia leads.
I wasn't sure with the tight end out there how far out he was, but they look, make them pay for that.
McConkey turning nothing into what he did to set up that may end up being the play of the game.
Yeah, it was definitely play that drive.
And Beck throwing on first down, rolling out and hit Edwards was good too. Anything, I mean.
But no, you're right. You're right. It's you start the playoff with a 23-yard.
You just got
the drive with a 23-yard.
Yeah, you got to use your horses, and that was good for Beck's confidence that series. Yeah. Good call by the official too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. Drinkwitz with that performative yelling over there was a bit much. I get the pass was a little bit behind him, but at the same time, you had a guy just draped all over him. And when they called that one on Julian Humphreys, you got to call it both ways, man. Right. You were the beneficiary of a garbage call, and you're going to get one that's that obvious, even if it's.
He's fighting for his team.
I get it.
The one thing he's got on all the coaches, he didn't play football, but he was in the drama class. So he's done a heck of a job with that team. I mean,
he has.
They got good players and they well coached, and
they're getting better too.
They're getting ready to be really good.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at their recruiting class,
they missed on that Wingo kid, but just got to seriously get some stops here.
Well, you feel like there's one clutch defensive play that could change the complexion of the entire game here.
You're right.
So who could make that happen?
I could see a Tyke Smith interception when they try to go back to Cooper or something like that. Now, Missouri's recruiting class is ranked.
They got that William Wananeri, man.
Yeah, is ranked 47th. So not as good as I thought, but they were about to get Wingo as well as a 5-star Ryan Wingo, and that Williams Nonaweri, one of the top players in the nation, one of the top players in the last 2 classes. He's really good. Georgia was fighting for him as well, and Georgia's going to stay after him. So, and it's a big recruiting weekend at Georgia right now. They have a ton of big name recruits in town.
God, this guy made a bad mistake.
He did make a big decision.
Oh, what a bad
go.
mistake. That's the way. That's what you got to do right there. Make it. Don't be offsides here, Georgia. Please don't be offsides. God, that was a bad mistake by that kid. Even that girl recognized it.
Yeah, she says, "Loser." Cole Spear, the wide receiver.
Be nice if it's half the distance to the goal here too.
I think they're pointing at a Georgia guy though. Oh, there you go.
Half the distance back.
Wonder why this guy brought it. Who made that? Spear?
Cole Spear,
All right, Cole.
wide receiver, just an absolute baller.
All right, Eli.
I mean, hey, defense. If you're anything here, you get a short field for your offense and start putting this game under ice.
Missouri has to go, 97 yards here?
Hey, how about a little pick six?
Well, you know it's loud down there.
Yeah, he's lucky they're not on the other end. Oh, my God, another miss. 8-yard pickup.
They just trapping us.
Yeah.
Watch this quarterback's going to keep it again. See this guy come out here.
Two guys go down. Guy pitches out, takes on Tyke Smith. Perfect trap.
See, we had the slant on, and we didn't have anybody. Tyke's got to come down more.
Yeah.
I'd like a penalty here.
2nd and 2.
Watch the
They're
quarterback.
going to run it again.
That's going to be a first down.
That's it. He got hit at the line and still picked up 4.
Tough runner.
I tell you, their line's doing a good job. They got some big old boys up there. They getting some good movement. You don't see us in the backfield like we normally are. I think we got to play a little more base and stop moving around so much because we're slanting out of the place.
Jonathan says we can't stop Missouri from opening an umbrella in the trenches. Meaning they have some space.
Hey, that could be intentional grounding.
Yeah, he's pointing to somebody trying to sell it.
It did us a favor there, threw it on first down.
Yeah.
You better be wary and aware in the stands. You might get your picture taken today. CBS showing them more than they have the tackle.
Nope.
I mean, 6-7 yards.
Everybody's grabbing him up top, and it's just not working. You're gonna have to go lower than that. Appreciate Lee Munger being on the show.
Right there, you got to make it.
Yep.
This tackle.
Speaking of recruiting, it's in a big weekend. We have a recruiting gallery I'm about to launch here.
Good job. Good job there.
That's big by Julian Humphrey.
I don't know why they would throw the ball there, but I'm take it. Now let's get a punt return and get some field position.
Slant,
Julian
right?
Humphrey's improved. You were mentioning that a couple weeks ago, but I mean, that's tremendous.
Well, if you go back and look at Georgia's been gashed on that slant route repeatedly, so I can see why they put it in there, but he was all over that.
Well, for instance, tell us, what is he, like 7 out of 18 or something?
8 of 16.
My bad.
How do you do that? I got the screen in front of me and I don't know.
But I mean, I'm just saying, he's not hurting us passing the ball.
Yeah, he's
all right. Get return on. You got something.
Okay, missed one.
That's good. We got ball on a 37, 39, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's go to work. Put them away here. Get some breathing room.
I think the 28 coach.
All right,
you getting hopeful is what you're doing.
I mean, that was a good return by Muse there.
Yep. Hey, folks, real quick, because there's a car commercial on. I don't even know what car commercial is. Oh, Cadillac. Meh. Check out Athens Ford, and what I want to tell you about them real quick, because I know you heard me my pitch about all the cars they have and the lifetime powertrain warranty. If you want to sell your car, you can actually go online to athensford.com and click sell your car. And they'll say, what's your VIN number? You type in your VIN number. And that way it has all the details about your car. And then you're like, and they'll ask you other questions like, what's the mileage and what's the status of it? Is, all the wheels on it, basically what is the condition of your car and stuff like that. And then they will give you an estimate as to what they would purchase that vehicle for. You don't have to use it just as a trade-in on something else. If you just want to sell it and not worry about it, check them out. Also, they'll say, hey, look, here's the trade-in value. So if you didn't like that, you take the vehicle up there, trade it in on a new car or a previously owned one, get the lifetime powertrain warranty. Or you're like, hey, no, I just want to check. And then they will look at and make sure that what you said is correct. And then they will cut you a check. So if you want to sell your vehicle, reach out to our friends at Athens Ford. They will take great care of you and do it. And you don't have to go on Facebook Marketplace and deal with those psychopaths. You don't have to deal with trying to sell it on, in the newspaper or online or something like that. Craigslist. Sell it to somebody who's going to make sure that you get the most money for it as possible.
I think we got to be ready to go back to that look where we're running, off tackle more instead of trying to run inside and take advantage of the aggressiveness of their ends.
So run inside the ends?
Yeah. Also, don't forget those screens.
Yeah, they're playing 10 yards deep on the field side. I just feel that the way Ladd McConkey makes you miss. Or Dominic Lovett.
He's already caught one for a touchdown.
Yeah.
We're coming out of the huddle fast, and then Missouri's going to be ready, but the CBS isn't. Taylor Swift.
It's a run game.
What did you just say, Coach?
It's good. I mean, spread them out and run inside those ends. I mean, we don't need to hit. Got a good tie there. Keep it going. Use some clock.
We're going to put in the finishing touches on this recruiting gallery. So folks that are
what is that? People are at the game?
Yeah, the recruits that are at the game. It's a big recruiting weekend for Georgia.
Can't run the ball off tackle against the tight end side.
They were shoulder to shoulder there. That was not a good one.
I'm just glad that wasn't a fumble. That felt like it could have been a sloppy exchange there.
Big third down, Georgia. They go overplay the underneath routes here. Yeah, we know you were here at CBS and watched her.
Yeah, we won around the stadium.
That was at Buttsmere, I think.
Going out here to McConkey.
He's looking him off.
Run for the first.
Get there.
Woo! Nice. Now let's go get him. Screen. When we sub, though, we slow them down. These guys getting beat on us here. That slowed.
Yeah. I feel that
I think it's just more of a,
the plays that go slow with him feel like they're slow. The plays that go with Edwards feel like he's patiently picking a hole. I don't know why I feel that way, but maybe I'm just confirmation bias.
Move the pocket one time.
Got it. There it is. That was a huge broken tackle there.
What was good about that was the motion you knew what you had and then you just worked on the inside guy there. I mean, that's good coaching. Sit down, I don't know why we're looking for the best play, I guess, but it's okay. Keep getting it to that guy.
Yeah. Those are-
Ooh, rose me.
He might be he might be injured. That was a hit and a half. And folks, that can change the momentum of the game as well.
Well, he was down.
Yeah.
Just keep working the McConkey and Lovett. They can't cover him. They're getting a beat on the rush. We're so. I mean, this looks like Texas A&M. We're going down to the 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. See this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 seconds left.
Deep shot.
What
McConkey.
a pass and catch. Wow.
Game changer.
The guys.
Did you see that throw?
That's a beautiful throw and a good route. Good
That
protection, too.
Look at this ball come off. Looked like it came out of damn Jugs machine, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, this guy here is stronger than Aunt Mary's breath.
Great post route.
I'm going to give you 4 chances to pick what he is and then E after this play. This is a one I hate, 9.5 yard line.
I know
God
you do.
dang. Shit. A, stronger than Aunt Mary's breath. B, stronger than battery acid. C, stronger than Ajax. D, I don't know. And E, all of the above. Now's when you can work those inside routes again. Love it.
Yeah.
There he is. He's going to throw it to him. Same thing. N might knock it down, though.
Yeah, there's nobody on him.
Back.
What the hell?
Quarterback draw. They thought they're in man coverage.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's worth a shot. I wish we'd huddle up so they can't see what we're in. You're going to try to throw a little fade to rah-rah.
Yep.
McConkey's at the bottom.
Oh, my goodness. Oscar Delp.
D-E-L-P. That was such a good throw because it's low, too.
What was the idea there? Just to get it so they can't
Well, I
pick
mean,
a play
yeah,
on
I
it?
mean, you just so you can, so it won't be tipped. Mike Bobo's. Ooh. Nice drive.
Yep.
Puts a ton of pressure on Missouri to be down 2 possessions, quarter remaining.
Are you stating the obvious? No, that's good, Dane.
No, you're right. Because that does change your calculus a little bit.
I'm just saying they can't run like they have been because that clock will fade away.
I agree. But quarterback-wise, that was a dang good. I mean, you look at all the things Beck did on that drive, that scramble. Beautiful throw to McConkey. I mean, he's come back the second half.
That's like, was it last week that he tried that quarterback draw and ran into the guy that Cedric Van Pran was blocking? He went the wrong way. They're going to give him so much shit.
If you just think about the symbolism of it, is the fact that even though it didn't work that good, it can help you slow the rush down a little bit. Our protection's been a lot better this half. Just got a text from Josh Millard watching the broadcast, and you might just say again how much you appreciate those 2 good jobs he's doing supporting the program and supporting the country. I mean,
I know when we talked about
the free internet, give us free test, give you a chance to get tested for. It's not free, but somebody's got to pay for it. But the allergy test and
well, to me, the allergy test. If you have a family, or you got 2 kids, and you want to know, they go, apparently now all of a sudden everyone's allergic to gluten, everyone's allergic to peanut butter, everyone's allergic to air.
Yeah, so how do you do it? Tell us how you do it.
Well, you just go to mybls.com and you say, hey,
spell that.
Don't start with me.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's
mybls.com.
All right.
Mybetterlifescience.com.
Okay.
And you pick your allergy and food sensitivity test. And they have other tests that you can get run, but that's the one that we did. Coach and I actually went to their location. We saw the lab. We got tested. Coach is not even sensitive to any damn thing. He's old school. He's just tough as nails.
He's allergic to Oklahoma State cowboys.
he's allergic to Nebraska. But and then I found out, hey, I'm not allergic to anything. I'm sensitive to one type of wasp, paper wasp, which is good to know. I try to avoid those sons of bitches if I can at all possible. But again, if you could test your family, test, people that you're in charge of. If you got a daycare, man, find out, get those kids tested before anything. Find out what your staff is. I want them to test everybody on the Georgia sideline. That way you don't have any instances. So
And how
check.
do you get the internet?
And with the internet, go to getyourfreewifi.com. And then you'll find out if you qualify. So if you're on Medicaid, you're on Pell Grants, you're on assisted lunch, you're on tribal lands, about 70% of the population qualifies for that. So check out getyourfreewifi.com. Stop paying for Wi-Fi. Get broadband. All thanks to Josh Millard.
Probably told that guy do not run it out.
He did tell them not to run it.
Strong quarter from Georgia. Let's just keep it up.
Yep.
If this holds up, Georgia could clinch the SEC East next week.
Could they?
Everybody's got 2 losses in the East.
Yeah, because if you beat Ole Miss, Tennessee there's only one more conference game after that.
Yeah, but then if
Tennessee would have 2 losses, Georgia would have.
Yeah, but Tennessee would have 2 losses. Or you'd have 2 losses if you lost Ole Miss and Tennessee.
I'm saying next week if Georgia won.
All right. I got you.
That's going to be a heck of a game.
That's going to be a monster game too.
Missouri and now we got this. Just get over there holding.
They
hold. He's going to call it holding right there.
Yeah. If you hold on the sideline, they see it.
It's either you're going to do that or you're going to call Dumas Johnson for hitting him late.
That's what I was. They're going to get him for a face mask.
Jeez. This is how you beat yourself. Just God knows. First penalty of the game like that.
That could have been 2.
They held us too.
Mm.
33 seconds left here in the third quarter.
It's amazing how they're getting the ball on the edge on us. We're going to do a 6-1 look.
How about to say bunched up? That's not something I've seen before. They're covering the wheel route.
Good coverage.
That was tight. That was a great job by Kamari Lassiter.
That'll be on his NFL tape, running with Luther Burden.
Can't cover much better than that. That's a good throw by him.
That was too. I would love to have seen who covered the wheel route out of that, but
looks like they have Lassiter right back on Burden.
You got Jalen Walker covering the slot.
Could be delay game or timeout coming here.
Jalen, look at Jalen, almost got there.
Big defensive stop.
That was a huge stop by Tomas Johnson.
Pop just hurt his wrist.
Oh yeah. Watch him abuse this guard. Inside, gets past him. Zion Logue's got the outside. He took a knee to that wrist. That hurts.
All right, 4. I feel better than I did about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. Folks, when I was talking about the getyourfreewifi.com, somebody actually asked me about that. They said, why? What's the catch? And what I want to explain real quick is the whole point of that is from the Affordable Connectivity Program. Okay, that is a federal program to get Wi-Fi and broadband to more people who can't afford it. So the point is you have to qualify for it. And if once you do qualify for it, then you can get the free phone or the tablet for like just a few bucks. If you're on Medicaid, if you're on the VA survivor's pension, if you're a part of Head Start on the income-based Head Start, if you're on the National School Lunch Program, you jump on that. If you're part of the Bureau of Indian Affairs General Assistance, if you get assistance from the Bureau of Indian Affairs. If you're on the VA Veterans Pension, the supplemental income for wartime vets, you can get it. Supplemental Security Income, SSI, if you get that, you qualify. Of course, we mentioned Pell Grant, so all the Georgia students, all the Georgia Southern students, all the kids going to GGC, GMC, UNG, Georgia Tech, anybody on the Pell Grant, you can qualify for it. If you're on the school breakfast program, jump on it. If you're on WIC, Women, Infants, Children, you can get this. If you're in Section 8 Federal Public Housing, you can get it. If you're on SNAP, what's formerly the food snaps, you can get it. So my point is you call them or go to getyourfreewifi.com and don't just type in free Wi-Fi. You're going to be a bunch of people trying to take advantage of you. Go to getyourfreewifi.com and there's somebody there's an actual person who will say, okay, let's get you qualified. And once you're qualified, they walk you through how to get the phone or how to get that tablet with both of them will have the chip in it to get you the free Wi-Fi, free data, free calling, free texting. So what do you have to lose except 5 minutes of your time? So hit them up. You can get free Wi-Fi in the time it takes me to drink a flight, and that's pretty damn fast. The recruiting gallery is up at UGASports.com, so you can check out the.
Was that the people that came to the game?
Yep, all the recruits. Again, Georgia has had a home game for about a month. You had you went to Kentucky. They went to Vanderbilt. Then you were off. Then they went to the Georgia-Florida game. This was Florida's year to host recruits, so they had a bunch of recruits. So this is the first time since the Kentucky game that Georgia's had the opportunity to host recruits in there. And now the 2024 class is pretty much done. There's only a few guys left out there. We went to see a kid last night that Georgia's trying to bring in. We'll have that story for you on Monday. But all the 2025 kids, all the 2026s, there are a ton of top players that Georgia's checking out who are at this game, and they're seeing Kirby will be talking to him, say, look, we just lost Jamon Dumas-Johnson. He's going to the locker room. We'd love if you were here, this is where you could get in. So looks like Jalen Walker will be taking over him. Maybe we'll see. There's an interesting look, coach. Oh, never mind. They backed out. I was like, well, no, here they come. They're sending everybody. Wow.
That's a clutch first down for Missouri.
That's huge play.
Value of a quarterback that can extend plays.
Too bad. You can't come in the same gap.
Yeah. It looked like there's a bunch up right there.
This game's on the line, this drive right here.
Yes, sir, it is. Oh, but he's got another strong gain.
He's setting up this quarterback faking and keeping it. I'm telling you, we're really overplaying this guy. He just presses the edge and we can't get to it.
Yep. Feels like Georgia's not as fast edge to edge as they used to be.
Well, the other thing, we're just over pursuing inside. We're just making it easy for him. It's just one block and you got the edge.
Yep.
Is 90, is that Waldhauer?
Yes.
Walther, yes, sir.
How you pronounce it?
Walther,
excuse me.
Schrader out.
Play action.
Pete in.
Oh, there's a little tackle there. Jeez.
What are you doing there? Were we playing cover 2?
If so, that safety did not help you out. But they tackled Georgia's rusher here. Yeah, it looked like
the Cardinal rule cover 2, never let a guy release outside. Jam him and force him inside to help the safety. That's just terrible technique. We're on a swivel right now.
Nowhere to go on that one. Raylan Wilson in for Dumas Johnson on that stop.
Is that Stallions from Michigan over there?
The recently resigned.
Notice he did that on a Friday night.
Uh-huh. Sure it was coincidence. 13 minutes left in this game.
All right, who's got the... Wow.
They just working on our edge like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You got to figure they're going to go for 2 here. They had 1 pass on that drive.
So how do you fix it?
I usually like to throw the ball to Lovett coming inside here on a little.
There's a flag on this play.
He tipped it and he still caught it.
There is?
I saw a flag get thrown.
Yeah.
We might have had 12 men on there.
Tyke Smith, offsides.
Well, you got a 15-yard penalty, and then they were off to the races.
Yep.
They didn't throw one pass on that drive, did they?
I only remember one.
Threw that one where he rolled out and made the first down.
Yeah.
Now, that's all on our defense there. I mean, the game's on the line. You got to put them away, and now tight. One play can change this whole game now.
Brady Cook's now 10 for 19, 176 yards, and a touchdown pass. Carson Beck 15 of 23, 205, 2 touchdowns. Georgia sacked Brady Cook twice. Carson Beck's been sacked 3 times. Coach, if it's me, Ladd McConkey's your best offensive player right now.
No question. And Milton off tackle.
Milton has 8 carries for 39 yards. Dejan Edwards 11 for 34.
Just got to feel like not too much running now. We just got to air it out.
McConkey has the 5 catches for 88 yards.
I've never seen Georgia look that bad against the outside run. Ever. Have you?
No, I can't.
How many yards has that guy got now? 80?
Schrader is at 99 yards.
I mean, when's the last time anybody back got 100 yards against it?
It has been a long time. I mean, he's running with such a head of steam. So I was just looking, 21 carries, 99 yards.
Might be a serious injury to Dumas Johnson. He might hurt his arm pretty bad. Getting a little word on that.
Damn.
I've never seen anybody pound our edge like that. Kind of amazing. Last year, Georgia's up down 10 points against Mizzou and came back to win. These guys are down 10 going into the fourth quarter, and now hope it's not the same thing. What did we win, 26-22?
Yes, sir, 1-4.
That's the first time anybody's got a 2-point play on us in a long time. Come on, get a good return here, Muse. You got it! You got it!
Oh.
Made one guy miss.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that end zone shot. We can't see anything.
No, you can't.
Crowd got to help you here.
Yep.
Got Aaron Smith.
I was about to say, got something planned up. Boy, there's nobody to the field.
Can't cover that guy. Just keep working them. Run it quick. If you do throw here, don't waste any time and get sacked. Rara doesn't like to use his mouthpiece.
He does not. I've noticed that too. A lot of guys have them. Very few are using.
They're coming off the edge and going to hit 30 back there.
You got a long way to go, Truss. There you go. That side judge better step up a little bit.
Yeah.
He was walking in at a really bad angle.
First down, he made the line. Let's go. Run a quick play here.
So at this point in the game, Georgia was being outgained in total yardage, 318 to 284. It's been a while since you've been able to say that.
Get Milton in the game. Got Lawson Lucky in there, two tights. Bell, throw him a little screen out there.
They're not rushing many. That's the way to attack them.
Game of safety blitz.
Yeah.
Mike's ahead of the sticks here. Let's go. Good job by Lucky.
Yep.
How can he not call that? He's trying to ask him for it.
He was.
Really set up for some kind of jet sweep or reverse or something. Or run that off tackle with Milton too. Right off the left side there. Cook, knock
Oh,
him
my
out.
goodness, yeah. There's a screen you were asking for, but nope.
These guys tackle. I don't think they can get lined up if we run quick. Don't forget, love it.
Yeah. I hate that they went to that screen when they're finally up on them. What was that? Marcus Frisbee Jackson by himself in the middle?
I couldn't see. That was a good call. They ran a double reverse flea flicker.
Look in the middle of the field.
These guys just broke.
Oh, yeah,
on
they
the ball.
broke with the ball. Okay.
I like the call. They got a penalty on them for something. Holding. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, that's worth it, man. That's what they do to us.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. I'm just
That's
saying.
a good call. Now run that same play to Milton. It's not in there. It's coming over
Oh, so they
right.
did call pass.
It's coming over right tackle.
Oh my goodness.
You got a holding on them again.
All right, 9:48, folks.
Caught a pick on us.
On
Okay.
Dacian. Coach, you would ask the last rusher to gain 100-plus yards on Georgia. That was Chris Rodriguez for Kentucky in 2020.
Okay.
Peyton Thorne was at 91 yards earlier this year for Auburn.
Stop yourself. He can block. He can do that. It's a screen. Ball's behind the line. He can do that.
They're reviewing it.
Here's the deal. If the guy's not downfield, he can block a guy behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Okay. So the
He's
ball
blocking a tackle.
The ball is on the line, so he came straight down the line to block him.
Yeah.
So it would be a good call if he's downfield, but I think he's right. Kobe says it's screened. See if he blocks him. He's behind the line.
So he takes on a defensive end right there who grabs him around the shoulders.
It's going to be reversed. It's going to be reversed.
So, I mean, even then, it doesn't look like blocking. If anything, that should be defensive pass interference because watch the guy grab him around the shoulders.
Huge call here.
Yeah. Big call. This is why Drinkwit's been working the officials on the sideline, trying to when you get to the situation like this, you make them feel like, hey, you guys owe me.
Yeah, but the guy on this side might call.
Oh, I'm just saying it's a.
I think this is going to be overturned.
We're in November when both coaches aren't happy with the refs.
Any chance that's illegal grounding? Because that's what my first thought was when he threw that flag out there.
Had a player in the area.
Yeah.
It was a slow screen there on first down. We hadn't thrown one of those since Moby Dick was a minnow.
Our own Lance McCurley says Dejan Edwards is the one who's getting bear hugged on that play. Yeah.
It's not a penalty for offensive interference. We need a score here, boys.
Brett Ross where was the penalty on that play? Does anybody know?
They sure are looking at it a long time to try to find one.
We know. We're telling them. They're calling offensive pass. See, 30's in the vicinity. You can call that.
Yeah. Coach, you got a song for us? This review's taking a long time. Got a good joke, or do I need to?
All right, here comes the headset off for longest review of the season. Overturned.
Overturned and
unhappy Eli.
Well, our people knew it first because we told them what was happening. Right?
No, you nailed it.
So right here, you can't get the third down here. You got to go with your best horse and your best play. I got to do something, either McConkey or Lovett or Raw.
How about McConkey on a square out to the field side?
Really playing off Raw here. Might try to play the out route.
And they're bringing two line. Well,
you got to make that catch, man.
Yep.
God, right in his hands.
Yep.
I mean, come on, man.
That's a huge drop. And again, it's those missed tackles, it's those drops. And when the coach at the end of the game says, we need to execute better. That's what they talk about.
3rd and 10.
Safety blitz.
Wow.
They're a good tackling team.
You know, they knew what our hit was there. They sucked you into throwing it to him. That's good coaching. They brought the safety and then played the guy man. They drew that throw. That was good coaching.
Yep.
Hate that.
All right, the kick is up. It's
how many in a row is that for him? Like 14?
It has been a long time. And I'm scared to mention it because I always worry I'm going to be the one to jinx it. He made all the ones at Auburn ever since Auburn?
Yeah. Game's still on the table, boys. God almighty, catch that ball, raw.
Yeah, I mean, that's 27-21. If they score here, they're up 28. That's not, yeah. And then when they lose or something like that happens, everyone points out to, one other thing. And it's like, hey, don't get a face mask call. Catch the ball that hits you in the hands.
Yeah,
make this tackle on the edge. It's all the small things, but people want to blame stuff that I don't say doesn't matter, but it's stuff that was harder to control than making the tackles, making the catches, making the throws.
What's the score now?
27-21.
Yeah.
Alan Brock with the allergy testing said to tell you thank you for all your support and things are going good with that.
Alan Brock is a good dude. One of the smartest people I've met. I'm a little embarrassed when I felt like I talked to him. I felt like I sounded like an idiot. This guy's so quick.
Coach, with Luther Burden being their best skill player, how do you think Georgia's done on him so far in this
Pretty
game?
good. I mean, what's he called? 3 passes or 1 touchdown? How many has he caught?
I have him at 2 catches.
Yeah.
For 46
The biggest
yards.
difference for them has been Cook's just ability to avoid the rush and get outside contain. You just feel like that Missouri's going to score one more time. It's just hope it doesn't take up the whole quarter. They got to stop themselves. We can't stop their run right now.
Yeah, Missouri has 142 rushing yards, averaging 4.5 a carry.
We don't even have 100, do we?
79.
How many yards passing?
205 for Georgia, 176 for Missouri.
First downs.
Georgia 15 first downs, Missouri 18 first downs.
Time of possession.
Georgia 25:02, Missouri 22:08.
Got about 3 minutes.
Watch them doing something funky on this kickoff. Maybe throw a pass or reverse or something. They got to try to do something.
Jared Zirkle kicks it away.
He puts it out the back of the end zone.
That may have gone on the railroad tracks.
Yeah. They hit the base of the
All right, you don't have Dumas Johnson. He's hurt now, so you'll likely see combination, I would think, of Jalen Walker and C.J. Allen.
Yep. What was the penalty?
Offsides?
Put it on the 30 then.
So many little procedural penalties.
They don't even have 7 in there. They got Luther. Maybe going to throw him a little screen pass.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Just going to bring a book next week and hear Coach tell me what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my goodness.
Already at midfield.
Yeah, they know that Dumas Johnson's out. They're just going to run it. Why throw it?
Up to 112 yards for Cody Schrader. Been impressed by him.
You heard it first from us.
Yep.
In a sling out there.
Right?
8 minutes left in this ball game. Ball right
Protect
at
the
50.
edge. Halfback pass. Oh,
intercepted.
big O Chilardo. Show him your tail lights. Show him your tail lights.
Go, big
Show him your
man,
tail lights.
run.
He's going to do it.
Boy.
Oh, my God, what a play. 78 and out the gate.
Coach, I was actually about to put out a tweet saying Georgia's defense needs to win this game.
C.J. Allen made that happen. Pressure on the quarterback.
Stackhouse didn't look like he's running another 100-yard sprint there, but God, I'd like to have scored there. But, God, you talk about what is the penalty?
Got to be celebration, right?
If it is, Kirby's going nuts.
Like, look at C.J. Allen come in here.
Oh, it might have been holding on McCann.
Blindside block.
It's all right. That's the play of the century there. So right now we got, where's the ball now? Hit him right in the bread basket.
Yep.
Stackhouse. Man, he's been at Georgia a long time.
Where's the ball? We won't see it.
Or the first 3 plays of this drive.
Huge. So it's on our side of the 50.
That's
all right, though. You go down there and get 3. Is this his first career interception? Just kidding. What a stat. There you go. There you go.
wow. Look at Ernest Green all the way down the field.
Now that's what.
Hey, they ran power right into the boundary.
God, you got to block down on these guys and kick out.
I'm sorry, pack counter. So there's your counter.
Make a miss.
Yep.
This is
And
where you
look, he juked 2 guys there. That was beautiful.
search yourself here.
Truss is helping.
It's all right. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick. Ain't 6. Run that same play with Milton that you just ran.
Yes. Is Georgia running play action yet?
Not much this half.
I
They come in with so much heat, it's hard to block.
That's what I was.
This is a huge first down here because you're in field goal range if you make it.
Wow.
Good run by Milton. Patience.
Man, the way his knee buckled there, the second scared the
Lead
hell out of
that
me.
clock, too.
Human jawline.
Was it on the 31?
35.
Using the clock good.
Oh man, how
Nothing
he
there.
had numbers and he's
Just stayed out there.
yeah.
I think you got to be real careful here of
Yeah.
trying to make a first down and having a too long a field goal because this guy can't keep making them.
Yeah. Well, I put in my column that Georgia's due to have some penalties, and they've been so good at not having any. It's just, you can't go that long without them, and we've had a few here. So, just like you said, you can't always assume your guy's going to make every kick.
Dropping back.
Oh,
Broke up by the linebacker.
Wow. 3rd and 10. Jeez.
Got to think this is a run here to try to get enough to be in field goal range.
Wow.
It's a good play.
That is a great play. Again, and that when you win a game, sometimes you can't point to any one thing. You just point to, play by number 30. I'll mention it in the, in the film breakdowns, but I mean, that could be the game.
This is the game right here. First down. Lad McConkey. Oh, that's good enough, though.
Got about 5.5 out of it.
So it'll be a 44-yard field goal.
I'm a bit surprised Eli didn't take a timeout there.
Hey, you got 3.
Yeah, what about a 48-yarder?
Alrighty, 48-yarder.
You the man.
Left hash.
Scared to look.
Yes, sir. Money.
Beautiful.
Jeez. That's huge kick. Folks, if you're watching this with us, you know, there's your meme right there. Guy praying to God that kick went through. Wearing the Brock Bowers jersey. I love it. That was a monster kick from a true freshman. He's going to win another SEC Player Specialist of the Week award. Bowed up. That's 3 field goals for him.
Hopefully we get through this game with a win without our best shot. But you got to give the offense credit this half. I mean, a lot of big first downs. Answered the bell when they took the ball length of the field a couple of times. Defense came up with that stop, but and we're gonna be in for Donnybrook next week.
Yeah.
But hey,
that's how you get
26
tested.
in a row. This is what ranked team?
12th.
12th ranked team in the country. I mean,
they're a good team.
Good defense too. I mean,
I've been more impressed.
Well coached.
I don't know what I'm more impressed by, their defense and the fact those guys haven't dropped a tackle yet, or that running back. Schrader is just
they blocked their ass. I mean, he got 5 yards for even. But his power was good. And
the power that he delivers those blows with. I'm just saying, at some point, I'm like, I'm done. If I'm a linebacker, I'm like, nah.
So that penalty must have happened on the blocking the illegal blindside block must have happened right at the when he intercepted it. We were yelling for him to score, weren't we?
We thought he was. He was almost there. But sometimes those the best plays come right back through a penalty. Again, let's say Georgia survives here and they win. We would be talking about. We're not going to talk about that penalty, but that's the difference between winning comfortably and biting your nails down to nothing.
Well,
who you got in this game, Coach?
Let's say, I think Alabama probably. Let's say get something easy here.
Yeah.
What's the score now?
30-21.
Georgia's over was 31.5. I don't think they're gonna make it unless they get a pick six.
Yeah.
If they would get a pick six, it'd be a cover.
You'll flip that over, Coach. Flip your mic.
Yeah, I was just resting.
No, you just spin it around on your stomach there.
Let's get some Saccolas here. So he's measuring housing policy. What exactly is that? Real estate?
Might be
It might be more like
HHS.
Yeah, government related.
Congratulations.
I need some of that bourbon in this Dr. Pepper.
Nice job, Kamari.
That was big.
Hope he didn't hurt you back.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord.
I can't watch this game anymore.
He pulled a muscle jumping in the air.
Oh, yeah. He's scorpioned. His shoulders went so far behind his back.
Kirby's saying, just go down and rest a little bit. Let our team rest. The only chance for a cover here is for them to go for it on fourth down, and Georgia had the ball and kick one more field goal. You know you're living right when you cover when you not supposed to.
So you're thinking about
well, you can't. 10-7.
Is that defense really that good?
That's be. Their offense is pitiful. They've already fired his son, offensive coach, but Oklahoma State gone ahead. God almighty.
Memphis is going to beat South Florida 59-50.
That basketball?
Jesus. 59-50.
That's on ESPN Plus. It's probably not safe for actual TV.
Man, it's been a rough year for starters. I mean, Dumas Johnson down, Kamari Lassiter hurt. I mean, you missed Lad McConkey for how many games did he miss the first part of the season? 4?
Yeah, pretty much first month. And then
Dejan Edwards.
He was limited after that.
Yeah, Dejan Edwards was missed the first, 2 games. Marius Mims been out. Brock Bowers has been out. Smile Munden's been out. Kendall Milton's been out. Hell, even Cedric Van Pran got hurt, but he's made it back. Michael Williams missed a game. Marvin Jones. I can do this all day, man. Javon Bullard missed games. Oh, yeah, the homecoming. It's homecoming this weekend.
Used to schedule easy teams for homecoming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Missouri used to be an easy team.
Not anymore, man. This is a good team.
Honestly, this feels like back. Remember when they won the SEC East a couple times? It wasn't through. I won't say they lucked into it, but they just played solid football.
They had some explosive players in too.
Yeah.
Remember Dorial Green Beckham?
Oh God, yeah. DGB, absolutely. Another missed tackle, Coach.
It's 4 yards.
All right, knowing you're down 2 scores, Coach, do you get down toward? I mean, if you get to field goal range, do you think about kicking an onside? Yeah.
Got to make them punt here. I mean, go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Watch a double move.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready for the snap.
He was not.
Didn't matter.
This Weiss is a player.
He sat there on the line of scrimmage and didn't move for at least 2 seconds. The ball comes back.
Look at that. Did you see him catch a snap?
Yeah.
Could have hit him.
All right, they're doing a lot of sideline routes right now.
Good thing you got Humphrey that a lot of work because Lester out. Now you got this guy Everett's had a lot of work. So
2nd and 10, 3:01 left in the game. Missouri.
I mean, you talk about living right.
They're going to try to hit Burton out of backfield again in motion.
Yeah. And they got. Wow.
Jalen Walker.
I told folks 2 years ago, buy your number 11 jerseys. Or if you still have one from previously, just change the name on the back.
35 isn't bad either.
No, he's not. Hey, give me Damon Wilson, Gabe Harris. I'll take you those guys, but Jalen's just a monster.
All right, be careful. Don't get cocky.
Yeah. I love that guy. Wow.
We got to do some outside pressure on this guy because he's forcing.
I'm surprised he didn't keep that there and try to run with it and get what you could, but he's probably tired. Easy for me to say back here.
Yeah, exactly.
4th and 14.
Single high safety.
Got to get to the 50.
Don't worry about that slant route.
Another snap that was mistimed. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
He's short, isn't he?
Yeah,
you give him a terrible spot.
That snap happened early again. Oh, my goodness. That's a 1st down.
How you let a guy catch that ball?
I don't know. Georgia's swapping pretty slow or subbing out pretty slow.
What you should do. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think Kirby called a timeout, so they would review that.
He wants to review the spot.
He ran down there to talk to the refs. Which means Scott Sinclair also had to run down there and talk to the refs.
I wish we could get Sinclair on our on a podcast.
I wish we could get a camera that just sits on him for the whole game, get his perspective.
They have the for the really big games, they have the secondary thing like what we do, like what the Mannings do. Then they have just the sky cam on one of the channels. You could have a get back coach cam.
Well, they have a ref hat cam and some of the Jim Harbaugh one from last year.
I got nothing against Coors, but Yingling Flight's better.
It'd be amazing if this spot was out of bounds.
I thought he got a generous spot, Coach. I'm with you. It seemed like he was about a yard shy.
On top of it.
Yeah. I love our friend Jennifer Leslie. She's a friend of the show. She's like, if they don't overturn that 1st down, my poor daddy might have a coronary. So do the right thing, please, refs.
I mean, it looked like he didn't make it.
Bob Clyburn says, I love the idea of a get back cam.
Yeah.
you probably couldn't have audio on it.
Well, let's see it.
Need a camera on Eli Drinkwitz when they overturn this. That's gonna be a first down.
I think his right foot though is out of bounds. Not, I mean, he catches it in bounds, but I don't think he's still inbounds. There's
Well,
a house divided.
Unless they have a camera that shows where his foot is.
Yeah. Well, here you go. That's all we've been wanting. So, yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's
He didn't
short.
make it.
Left foot. You can see the divot. Okay.
Where the left,
Yeah. And then
Where
you
the
see
ball
the
is.
last thing that hit was his left foot in bounds.
Yeah. And there's right foot. That's what I was saying. The right foot might be out of bounds. Then we see his left foot definitely is out.
I think they're going to say it stands. That's my guess. Yep.
Close.
I just don't know that they had an angle that you could be definitive.
Well,
with.
here's the deal. Now let's keep throwing the ball into the boundary. It's going to be come down to onside kick. Unless we get a sack. That was 4th and 14, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why we wouldn't just played off the guy and made him throw in front of us, instead of pressing him.
And he converted the 3rd and 8 on that same guy, same play, same side. With the ball hitting him early on the snap.
Ball at midfield.
Minute 53, Georgia brings some heat. They get tackled.
That guy will cover you.
Got an attaboy from Will Muschamp down there.
Had Jalen Walker spying that time. We brought
It's easier to block when you tackle the blitzing guys.
Just doing a ton of back shoulder.
Yeah, well, it works. And half the time they converted or they've been calling a lot of PIs. But you're right. Julian Humphrey's growing up before our eyes. We mentioned a couple weeks ago in a 3-2-1, we expect to see him get some playing time. He got more and more playing time each successive week.
They're going to work the middle of the field here.
Yeah, there they are. There's 2 crossing routes.
Please contain one time. Out of bounds.
Or
Intercepted.
pick.
I don't know if he's in bounds or
Bull.
He caught that inbounds. That's a pick.
Bull.
not. What did this guy have? 3 interceptions coming into the game combined or for the entire season?
Yep, and now he has 2 today. He's had played a really clean season, but moving the ball downfield quickly, that's not the MO of this team.
Did I just screw up on my prop bet?
Oh,
Ooh, that
did it bounce out of his hands? The angle before it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't review that based on what I thought I saw there.
Well, doesn't matter now.
Break it.
Review it all you want. Still.
Really impressive win for Georgia tonight. I mean, I know there's still a minute and a half, but you got the ball at 9 points. I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, but
Costly if you lose those 2 starters.
you took the words right out of my mouth. But I'm like, man, you can't afford to lose 2 of your best starting defensive guys before you play Ole Miss.
Guy caught 15 passes, maybe even more than that. How many did that guy catch today, number 9?
Let's go to the sheet.
One thing about it, Ole Miss is not even in this team's area code defensively, but
You're asking about 9?
yeah, I think that was the number 9.
I'm not seeing a 9 on here.
Who had the most catches?
Theo Weiss, 1.
I'm talking
No,
about
in
for
the,
Ole Miss.
Miss.
Oh.
Got to keep up with me, man. I go fast. I'm playing next.
I can't do that, Coach. My brain doesn't work that way. I'm from East Dublin.
You know, I wonder if our guys.
He's doing
What if
multiple
our guys
games.
breaks open to the middle here if they'll fall down or score?
Coach has already predicted plays for next week.
Coach trying to get the cover here. You're up 9. Score 7 on 16. 15.5.
Power right. Timeout.
Trey Harris for Ole Miss had 11 catches for 213 yards and a touchdown.
My bad. He had 11.
11.
Quinshon Judkins ran 23 times for 102 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Why wouldn't you call timeout? You got 3 timeouts left.
Because the game's over, Coach.
Well, if you fumble, I mean, you played them good, Mizzou.
As much as the defense was gashed, they came up with 2 huge turnovers.
Your Georgia Bulldogs are going to go to 9-0.
Got played a good game.
2 good teams tonight.
7-2.
Now look at Kirby's talking to Drinkwitz. That is respect. Kirby always in the press conference says, respect him, a lot of respect. We kind of tease him about it, but that is genuine. He knows that is a good football team. He knows how well coached they are. I can see those 2 talking afterwards and just kind of cutting up. And Drinkwitz has that team heading in the right direction. This was a hard-fought game, and Missouri's going to win a lot more. But your Bulldogs are the winners today. So now the first big test of November, taking on the number 12 team. You beat them. Now you're going to face the number 10 team.
Probably higher than that.
Yeah.
So Georgia will clinch the East either with a win versus SEC or against Ole Miss next week, or a loss for Tennessee if Missouri beats Tennessee.
Play of the game. Yes, big man. I'm sorry. I really want to see him score.
Look at that sideline.
Get that ball in your outside arm, man.
He will next time, Coach. Dale McGee.
Oh, I finally got to see the blindside block.
Was that McKell?
I couldn't even tell who it was, but he did decleat him. That was brutal.
What's the more impressive run, this one or Cedric Van Pran's gain against Vandy? Because that's your 2 best running backs,
that
right?
was by far the best one. So that was big.
It's gonna be a big celebration in Athens tonight.
Yep. All right, folks.
Let's see
what Coach says.
Team. They challenged us in every way. United staff do a great job. But our kids were resilient. They believed in the discipline we had to play with to win. We made plays when we had to. There's a lot we can work on, and I'm excited.
Your team has had to deal with a lot of injuries. Obviously, Brock Bowers on the sideline. We saw Dumas Johnson go out in this game. What does it say about your team's depth and tenacity that they're able to work through those injuries and still get these wins?
Well, they believe in each other. We're the next man up group, and that's what we got to do. Everybody's got injuries right now.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you, man. A terrific job today.
Well, take it.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap up here. We thank all of you for watching. It means a great deal to us when you all tune in and join us. I know we say that all the time. That's not just a bumper for when we go in and out. It is true. We have genuine appreciation for you being with us. I know you could spend your time listening to the game announcers who could tell you some stuff, but they're nowhere near as good as what Coach Donnan has to give you. So we always appreciate when you join us, and we appreciate you sharing the word with your friends. Tell them how to do it, especially if you have some friends that are technologically challenged. Show them how to do a watch long, and we will see you this coming Saturday. I don't think that there's a game time picked yet.
Probably be 3:30.
Coach says it'll be 3:30 again. So anyway, check it.
It's going to be 3:30. Game day will be here in the morning, 9 o'clock. Get out there and watch them. Then come over 3:30. Listen to us.
There you go. All right. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next week.